Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Aunt Mary's niece, also known as Emma's daughter, and I have one of my spiritual moms here, and we're gonna have some company come in. I left you all the streaming where you can actually join the platform. Got to see who this is. No one talk to me. I'm doing something. But you should be able to get into our stream if you would like to use a comment. But I have one of my spiritual mothers, I have many. You don't have to give birth to a child in order to love a child. And I have many children too. So without further ado, I have Mama Cheryl. So I'm at Mama Cheryl's house, and we're talking about Valentine's Day, and we were just talking like we normally do, and it was just so good to me. I said, you know what, I get ready to come over so they can hear you out. She don't want to get on because I kind of like asked her to do it without planning. So now you want to say something?
Well, hey everyone.
Tell the people who you is.
My name is Cheryl, and this is my spiritual daughter.
You want to tell them how you met me, or you want to just leave that alone?
I want to leave that alone.
Okay. Well, you know what?
But I love her dearly.
And I love her too. And so when we were talking about people, places, and things, and on Valentine's Day, people want to give you shit and want to not do stuff for you or think that they have to. You ain't got nothing in the world.
As a woman.
Absolutely. And you have to love and approve of yourself. If somebody don't want to do something for you, don't let them do it. Don't even try to talk them into doing it. Don't make them do it. Only accept and approve of yourself because really you can do for yourself. It's your house. I care. In the spiritual community, we smoke.
It's okay.
So I care. Do you. I got that, over there too. So you make yourself at home. So you're not going to see her live, but you should be able to hear her. Please let me know if you can hear us. And so I know somebody was talking to me on Instagram, so I'm getting ready to check. And they're supposed to be coming on. So hopefully you all can hear. Let me check the microphone. My mic sound nice. Check 1. My mic sound nice. Check 2. Okay, so all is well. And so I got one of my daughters. She in the back. So give it an ashtray.
Ashtray.
That's what she asked for.
Boy, that's a little bit. I love that.
She loved to do some hair. She got the gift.
My baby.
You gonna talk to people? Stop messing with this.
I'm sorry. Y'all are sorry.
Okay.
I got to get used to being online.
Okay, so we're gonna just have a conversation like we've been having it. Talk to people like you've been talking to me.
Come on, start the conversation.
We already started.
You got to get coming in too.
Okay. It's just like you're talking to me.
I know.
So you will say she loves, and you my child. I am your child.
Yes, you are.
And I love me some Cheryl because I tell you, we can have the most candid conversations and just talk about this anything. And she know even if I might use profanity, she know I ain't being disrespectful. I'm just kind of happy.
But I do. So we want to talk about Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what's your perspective?
Okay, I think that.
No, I want the real Cheryl. I ain't want this Cheryl.
No, well, I'm going to say that to get into the real Cheryl.
Okay, I want the real Cheryl.
Okay. So I believe that when a woman don't have to wait for a man to wine and dine them, that you can do you a dinner with candles and everything, because you got to love yourself.
You got to love yourself.
You got to love yourself before anybody else can love you.
Absolutely.
And as long as you do that, you're good. And then you get to spoil yourself. And the man can't do nothing about it. I had a man to tell me this morning. He said, I can't do nothing for you. He said, you rotten. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But I got my own stuff rotten. You got to love yourself. And as long as we love ourselves as women, we are good. Because we may want men in our life, but we got to do for ourselves and respect ourselves first.
Absolutely.
And we good.
You know what? I posted something on Facebook, I believe yesterday, and that thing done got so much traction. I'm trying to pull it up. Because basically what it was is that people think, let me just go ahead and read it out. I find it now.
Yeah, read it out.
single doesn't always mean lonely, and relationship doesn't always mean happy. And so what I also posted was that, I done been on two sides of the spectrum.
Because you can be by yourself and with somebody. Because I was like that with my second husband. Mm-hmm. I was already by myself before I got divorced.
And you know what? I was like that with the first. When I was married to that joker, I call that thing or number one. So y'all hear that interchangeable. I'm talking about that thing up in North Carolina. But anyway, that was the most loneliest marriage I've been in, and it was like a long time. You don't want to run away from home. Mm-hmm. And when I left that joker, guess what?
You were
I ran away from home, left in the middle of the night. Yes, I did, with an arm baby. That one right over there. She's 13 years old, couldn't even walk anything. I said, shit, I had enough. Start packing up the house at 6 o'clock. But I've been in South Carolina at 10. I had enough. And he had those Pampers. It was like 144 Pampers. And he thought I was going to stay over some Pampers. I said, shit, when I get back to South Carolina, I can get me some Pampers. I didn't have to get home. Right. Because my daddy once told me, he said, home don't hurt you. And when home don't hurt you, you can always go back home. And a lot of people don't believe that. And it took me a minute because I remember trying to hide. I didn't want nobody to know. But see, they told me before I left there, that joker, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But I was afraid. I wanted to do me. I wanted to go get me some love. I wanted to be legitimate. And then that church folks that was bothering me. And see, church folks, y'all need to leave people alone. If people want to shack up, let them shack up. If people want to go and have sex with people,
it's their choice.
It's their choice, what they want to do. They come to you
because church folks, they're not there in the world also now.
Some of them still in there.
Yeah, but they
with titles. You
yes,
know,
I did.
Yeah, some of them still in there. Hey, so if you want to, you can make a comment. I'm a preacher. I know.
I know you because you're real.
Mm-hmm. I know for a fact. But see, that's the thing. People in the church will get you in a situation that they won't help you get out. When I had to leave that joker behind, I had nobody to help me other than one friend who might be on here. Help me pack up and everything else. So you got to kind of careful. And you can't
do because my first marriage was abusive marriage.
That one was too.
And I had to stay in a shelter for abused women. I came to where I live in with the clothes on my back on the bus.
Let me tell you, I got some outside chairs. Right now they're red. Every once in a while I might change them. It would start off being the black when I was pregnant with Olivia. And then I migrated them when I moved off of the boulevard. And it was yellow. So now it's red. But it might be changing the blue green. I don't know what it's gonna be now. Okay. But let me tell you, I had them chairs 14 years. And those are the reminder. When you get tired of sitting on your ass taking abuse, get on up and relocate. Every now and then I relocate.
It takes a minute. Mm-hmm. And these preachers have the tendency to tell you that you need to stay in it because that is your husband. But God didn't intend for us to be abused.
Or to be equally yoked. So you can use that if you need to.
Sometimes you have to walk off and keep it moving.
But not only that, I got another scripture I love to use. If you need a divorce, it is in the book of Exodus. But you got to know how to use it. So you might have to call me. And so it's called Pharaoh, let my people go. Because I tell you, it took me 3.5 years to get loose from that joker.
It's a scripture.
It's in there.
And I can't remember exactly where it is, but it says if you find in cleanness, either partner, you can walk away.
Might be in Corinthians or Leviticus.
I don't know exactly where it is because we're talking like we are talking on the phone. So I can't tell y'all where it's at, but you have to search the Bible. God didn't intend for us to be abused.
Exactly. And because
He didn't intend for us to love. He intended for us to be loved because God made woman for man.
Absolutely.
So that means we are special.
It's very special. We the prize. And
we the prize because He made us from their rib.
Yeah, we the prize. And a lot of times we were giving our prize away to people who deserve. They have gifts. And so I was listening to Tony Gaskins today. And one of the things he said gave me a good perspective. He said, some people like to chase that money and then you don't have a quality man who got good character. Sometimes you might need that emotional the emotional strength or the emotional love before you can get that financial. A lot of times people with finances, they're going to cheat, but a man who really loves you and will put his emotion into you,
and they still can belittle you.
That's true too. I'm glad you brought that out.
Yeah, they still can because they think that you're supposed to humble to them because of what they can do for you. That's why you got to always be able to do for yourself.
But guess what? When a man get in trouble, they gotta go find a woman because a woman can turn that situation upside down, right side up. Because we birth, we're creators.
Well, majority of the time, a man
they know what to do.
Can't make it without a woman. We can make it because a man will leave, and the women are stuck here with taking care of the kids. Because a man will go and build a family somewhere else and take care of another man's children, another woman.
Before he'll take care of his own.
Before he take care of his own.
And I see that because that number one, that's how many times I've seen his kid. And I saw him be 18 years old this month. It'll be 6 years. And he been out here to go get a year last year. And three kids from that joke. But nevertheless, the reason why we come on here too is because we don't want anyone that we know or don't know or who have a revelation to get to know us to feel some kind of way because of the fact that they may not have gotten a teddy bear, they may not have gotten balloons, they may not have gotten candy, what have you. Guess what? About 4 or 5 o'clock today, that stuff can be 50% off. You can go buy your own stuff, put it in your own house.
I know it's right.
And eat the candy.
And you don't even have to wait for that if you don't want to.
Go buy your own flowers.
Because I did my own dinner and stuff and treat myself with love.
Absolutely.
Because you know how to love yourself.
Absolutely.
Better than
anybody else.
Anybody else.
And you know what? Since you said that, we're going to talk about a little bit of self-pleasuring. Y'all know that is masturbation. Yeah. I know it on a Sunday, but this is benevolence. You know, I went to the doctor's back when I was 21 years old. And Joker was with me too because we was dating. And the doctor told me, and I thought she was absolutely crazy because she was a white lady. She said, you know what? You might need to spend some time to get to know yourself. I said, what the hell? That's why he here. He need to do this stuff for me. You know, maybe have an orgasm and things of that nature. Okay. And she said, but you need to do that for yourself. Because how you going to tell somebody how to touch you and how to love you if you don't know how to?
That's true.
But in the church, they say that's bad. You know, that goes against the stuff. But if you go ahead on the other side of the coin and get into the code a little bit to find out, you can manifest things a little bit better.
But I think God meant for us to be happy.
Be happy.
Absolutely. And we as people supposed to explore our body. Mm-hmm. You know, men say, I had a guy to say, oh, I can't wait to make your body tremble.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you was telling me about that.
Yes!
But I like your comeback. Comeback. Come on, Mom Cheryl.
I was curious. Y'all. I figured out how to do it myself.
You know that's freedom.
Y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with me. But I know when you know how to do stuff for yourself, you don't have to wait for a man to do it. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to be in love.
You ain't got to be in love, but love yourself.
But when you love yourself, a man's supposed to be worthy of you. You supposed to.
She meant worthy, y'all, not worldly. But we like the worldly men too because they can screw. We want them to tell us the scripture.
The preachers, all of them can screw. All of them know how to do it. That's right. Some you got to teach. Some you got to teach.
When they get to a certain age, you want to teach
you got to be able to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times you can't sit and wait for a man to do these things for you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes men belittle you.
Mm-hmm. Because you got needs and they don't want you to tell them, but they want you to fulfill their needs. Now, even though we're saying all this, we gotta say we love men. I
love men.
We love,
but I just ain't been able to find the right man.
And not only do we love men, we appreciate you. So this ain't about man bashing. This is about self-love. And if we get some men on here, we'll tell them how to love themselves too. Just get the hand.
Yeah.
Is that not true?
You got to learn how to love yourself.
Yes, goodness.
But when you know how to love yourself, you know how to love other people.
Absolutely.
You do. You know how to love other people because get me a glass. You take it. When I love a man or when I love people, I do what is needed for them.
Keep on going. But not only that, guess what? When you do unto others as you want them to do unto you, you teach people how to treat you, not how you treat you.
That's true.
And you can only give what you got. So if you don't love yourself, how can you give love to somebody else? If you can't show affection to yourself.
But you learn as you go.
That's true too.
You learn as you go. Because if I knew this here, what I know at 61, I tell you, I'd be awesome. Awesome. Help me, baby. You got to help me with the words.
But no, I want them to hear you.
Because one of the things, help me with the words, y'all. I'm not that educated, but
look,
I'm good.
I still love her because this is the truth of the matter. You can be an educated fool. You didn't know all the words you want in the world, but if you ain't got no wisdom, you gonna have me to show you. I got some brandy. That's why I want her. Some brandy.
I'm gonna drink a little bit of brandy, y'all.
I have bought this for Negro, and his ass ain't act right, so I just go ahead and share it with somebody else.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I wasn't an Indian giver. I just ain't never give it to him. And also too, it's on a Sunday now. Many things I gotta say. Most people, let me see. I'm also texting. I'm trying to get one of my friends to come on if they want to.
Oh, I get everything down with
you. Okay, so you know what? You might need I forgot how to use the open thing.
I'm gonna get him in.
I get a knife. This ain't something that I drink, but this for him because anybody who knows when I come and visit, I always try to make sure whatever you like, I have for you. Reason why I had a family and my family members had a bootlegger house right here in South Carolina. And that's how I learned I know my word, I know my Bible because the alcoholics in the community. And they taught me well, you gonna be able to do this. I won't be on camera. You won't be on camera.
Oh, no.
For no thing. I already got this.
I sure want to be on camera looking like this.
But no, it's okay. I ain't got no shame. I'm 41 years old. Whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do.
Well, y'all, I'm 61 old.
Oh goodness. Let me get
and in love.
Here you go. And so you got the earring on. But it's okay. Come here. And so basically, like on Sundays, when I was growing up off of Broad Street, because that way my mama, she was from off of Broad Street. I'm from across the tracks. And on Sunday, we play our little music, our gospel. We also play our blues or what have you. And then all the community drums. Now, when I said that, it's no disrespect because I love them and they love me. They would come and grandma would cook for them, and if they wanted to wash, they could. Oh,
but you're supposed to accept for the way they are, so it shouldn't.
Tanita said libations. Yes, honey, libations. That's what we do in a spiritual community. If anybody has died, you pour something out and you speak over it and you pray over it. And so, even though the Sunday, that's what we did. So I remember I went to college. I went to Benedict. And so I looked around for everybody because, on Sundays, that's when the whole community drunks from something come over to Granddaddy those house.
Okay, see, I didn't have that.
And, but see, it was a lovely community. And, everybody would get what they wanted and what have you. And he always had somebody taste whatever they wanted, they would have. And then have food, and my grandma would cook. And if they wanted to wash, they can go wash, what have you. But something, they took very good care of me. The reason why I'm who I am today is because of them. The reason why I know my Bible today because of them. And guess what? Many of them didn't even have a third grade education. They taught me well.
But God put people in your life to help you when you need help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I thank God for them. I can tell you great stories. I can tell you times where they might have gotten hurt because they might have fallen off the porch or something. But I never got hurt around them. They never did anything out the way. They were more of a community of people who loved me more than Church did. And they gave me a great foundation that I often talk about if you give me an opportunity. So, Sunita, what's your favorite drink? You like for your libations? Mine is Amarillo sour. This ain't bought it here because I was being a little bit stingy.
Well, I love vodka.
I can drink. I like vodka. I do
I
like
drink
vodka. And
I
for
love
those
vodka.
of you all who don't know, I am also a turtle. So that's a drinking fraternity. It started off in the military. I've been a turtle now for a while, but I don't let that get in the way of whatever I'm doing. And when you're doing spiritual work, a lot of times, especially when you're dealing with different spirits, you got to have a spirit. Like for instance, if I wanted to call one of my ancestors and I knew that they drank, I would go ahead. As you drink, you know where we get from. So she like real sour. That was my first drink when I turned 21 years old from Benedict. So I still like it.
Okay.
So I'm still drinking it 20 years later. And so what I was saying, ooh, that ain't good. I know that one ain't like it, but he let me taste that thing. I said, you can have that. But military men. That's what they do. But nevertheless, what was I saying again about that drink? Oh, when you call on certain ancestors, if I knew like one of my ancestors like a certain drink, I would use that drink to call the spirit to me so they can aid me. Because you still give them something to drink, something to eat, and different things. And even though you've been over to the house,
and see, I didn't know that.
You've seen altars, you just ain't realize you've seen them in there.
You walk past them. I did not know that. That's a good thing.
And so I gave them to honor them, and like there's an altar that you usually stand beside, and it has their drinks on there for the ones that have been very good to me over the years. And guess what? They ain't got no education, but they had wisdom. There's wisdom that you get that don't come out of books. It come out of experience. Remember we were talking about that? I met a lady probably in 2010. She's deceased now. A well-off lady, a black lady in the community. I think she had a third grade education. Lady was wealthy. Lord in the car gave me an opportunity, but
God bless her.
God bless her so much. And she said, you know what? I said, I can't believe you're in my car. She said, the reason I'm in your car because how you treat your children. I look at how good your children look compared to what you've been through. God. And I say, you in my car. And then she gave me another opportunity. The lady treated me so well. But I remember when I went to church, and at the time, my late pastor, my apostle, she had a doctorate. And I said, I can't believe you come to my apartment. Now, the apartment's clean because I like to clean the church. I had a cleaning ministry. That was the best position that I actually had in the church. And I've had some other stuff. But that's the one I like the most because you have to get down low. And as you're getting down low, that's when God talks to you. And he moves people out of the way because they feel like you're nasty. They don't want to touch you because you got touched dirt, But it gives me an opportunity as I was vacuuming and different things. He was giving me a plan and a way to get out of a situation that I was in. It gave me hope.
God is good.
And move people out my way that didn't.
Well, see how you can learn from young people because I did not know that.
For real?
Yeah.
What part?
God move people out.
Yeah, God move people to you and he'll move people out. Even as you clean it, believe it or not, in spiritual work, there's a lot of cleaning that takes place.
I did not know that.
You have to have a clean home. If you go to a spiritual person and they don't have a clean house, something's going on. You might want to stay away from that. Usually they have plants and stuff that are growing because they have growing hands.
You're right. Because the majority of time things aren't going on.
I'm talking to you.
Yes, loud. Yes, loud.
I need the car.
And she did not lie. Because I got some situation going on here right now.
I need cards. Read it.
Yes.
God has blessed me.
But you don't stay there. You got to get out of it. You got to get out of it. Take a minute. But you got to get out of it.
And nevertheless, we're also talking about, how you can't, even though you engage in a sexual relationship with every guy, you can't have no baby by every man. Oh, please, because you said you wanted to talk about that. Please talk about it. Please. Get to be.
Y'all, as young women, because you lay down with a man, you ain't supposed to have a baby.
Not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. Because, look at it. You got 4 kids. All of them got different daddies.
Now, I ain't 4 kids with different daddies now.
No, I'm just saying.
I do got multiple daddies. I know.
But do you want all those men? You get a decent man.
Yeah, come to your house.
All those kids daddy come to their house.
That's throwing up trouble.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because and all of them got last name. They got their own personal daddies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got 3 kids. All of them come from my first husband. Y'all, he wasn't a good man. I married a second husband.
And the wasn't no good for me either.
The second husband wasn't good for me either, but I didn't choose to have kids for him. I had to raise the first 3 by myself. Y'all as women, why do we want to raise all these kids by ourselves?
We don't have to do it.
And a man can go and raise somebody else, another man's kids. Mm-hmm. So we need another man to come and raise our kids.
You know what? Some of you don't like look at the situation and those red flags because I knew
you ain't never lied. Don't collect red flags.
Yes, don't collect no red flags.
And they show you,
y'all. Aunt Mary's niece # don't collect red flags. Yeah. They show you. I think I do is look back on that last relationship. And
no, we ain't got to look back at the last relationship. Majority time, let's say the day is Valentine's Day. You deal with a man, he says, "Oh, I would have got you something, but I was so busy. If a man wants you, he's going to do what he's supposed to do for you. The day is Lover's Day. You mean to tell me I ain't get a card, I ain't get nothing?" Mm-hmm.
You're too busy, you ain't got time.
No, when you care for somebody, you do whatever it takes. Mm-hmm. That's what I do as a woman. A woman's supposed to be a man queen.
Absolutely.
And he's supposed to be your king.
Absolutely.
Now, that's the way I feel. I don't know how everybody else feels. But when somebody cares for you, mm-hmm. they will do whatever it takes. Because if it's something as simple as Valentine's Day, you got to pay your light bill. He ain't got the money. You come up short. So what you gonna do? The lights cut off? Damn, man, that's a red flag, y'all. Red flag. That's what I mean. It's a red flag. And don't collect them. They're not good. A man show you what he working with from the beginning.
Yes, he do.
From the very beginning, we as women, because we want these men, because he showed us something else. I don't know what it could be. It could be sex. It could be something. But if he ain't taking care of what he's supposed to take care of, and it could be many things, we need to keep on going. We don't need to collect red flags.
All right, now.
Because red flags ain't good. I just don't think they're good, y'all.
It ain't.
That's my opinion.
It ain't. That's mine too. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. That's my mama. Yeah.
You know, Steve Hart talk about them red flags.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? Sanita Shane said, just listening because I invited her to come on to the conversation, and she said, "Let that sister shine." So that's shine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
I got to sit here and look in her eyes and talk, y'all.
Oh, she say facts. You
it's okay, but I had to look at her eyes. I'm a little scared and a little frightened.
You got scared.
It's okay, but it's okay. Sometimes we are afraid of things of unknown. This is an unknown thing for me, and I'm just gonna bring it out, y'all. I never done this before. It's unknown. I'm doing this because I love her.
I love you back.
My child.
I love you back.
You know, you don't have to have a child to love them.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say, I met her doing a phone for me. And we've been loving each other ever since because we connect with one another. You know, I had problems with my eyes. And she took me to the doctor and doing what I had to do. And she's such a sweet person. You know, sometimes I forget to tell her I love her. The thing called me back.
You said that?
She can do it. And I'm sorry. I'm just being straight. She said I could be myself.
Be yourself.
And this is what I'm saying. That thing called me back.
Love you,
and she said, Cheryl, she said, you didn't tell me you love me.
And get this in the comment.
But y'all, that's what love is all about. I done been mad with, but we done come back together. That's what friendship and love is, and daughters and sons is all about. You're supposed to have problems, but it's how you handle it.
Now, you know what you said to me today that I love? Before I say that, Sanita said, before you have a baby by him, ask his kids to see what kind of father he is to them. That is true, because I declare I should have done with number one.
And y'all better go and talk to the mamas and daddy and get them resumes.
Got the resume
and see what kind of sickness these men got. Because my son got diabetes. I feel like I gave it to him. My daughter is on the borderline. When your children get sick, it's because of something that you done. Y'all can take it the way y'all want to take it. That's my opinion.
Go ahead, Cheryl.
That's my opinion. Because whatever is in our background, whatever is wrong with us is what our children forget.
And it's gonna come out to the light.
Yes, that's right.
The milk not clean.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. And you see your own children suffer. And that's not a good sign. My son got toes cut off and all kind of stuff. His grandmother, my ex-husband's mother, was blind. I should have knew better then. What you thought the kids was going to get? And then you have to see these children suffer. You know, we got to pick better.
And you know what? When I do my parenting classes, I always tell them,
ask
them, I say, what's the last name? What's the family line? When you tell me last name, I already know what type of situation I'm going to have to deal with.
Yeah, you got to pick. So, because that's what we did.
I got certain things going on with it, good, bad, or indifferent. And back in the day, they used to have older women or wise women like myself that would say or look at the person's hand and say, you know what? This what this person got. This what your children might have.
That's true.
And if that baby belonged to that person, you can look in the hand, different things if you know how to do it.
But you ain't got to look in the hand. You can look. My son. I mean, my first husband was abusive.
Okay.
Y'all, guess what? My son was never around a man. Guess what? He abused both of his wives. Never been around a man. My second husband was not abusive. He never showed that.
You know what?
And I got Curtis out there before I thought he even, but it was in his genes, y'all.
Bloodline.
In his genes.
Bloodline.
He's not like that now, y'all. But that's how he was.
You know what? When I look at my son, he's like his daddy whenever he's thinking.
Curtis
they
walked
each
his
other
dad.
in 6 years.
He walked
and then both of them like to wear a rubber band on the same hand. I'm like, you didn't even see your daddy do that. But that's what he used to do when we were
because it's in the
bloodline.
It's in the bloodline. It's nothing you can do about it. You got to, yeah, but what, the good things, you know, these men.
And they ain't got to be around.
But y'all, men look at sex different than women. Men look at it as a fix. Women put love in theirs. Women, y'all, we have to be a little different.
A little different.
A little different. That's why we got to be careful who you lay down with. And we got no business having these babies again. I'm going to repeat that. Because that's what women do. Protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Because she told me when I wanted to go.
Protect yourself. Yeah, protect yourself. It's bad, and y'all know we got the coronavirus. It's bad. You make a mistake, y'all. I've done this. I made a mistake. After I got up, after I made my mistake, I took myself to the doctor. I could have had coronavirus. I could have had AIDS. I could have had syphilis. I could have had anything. That's not a good life to live.
Not good life.
Don't make this mistake. You learn from wisdom.
And she told me, she said, you make sure.
Yeah, make sure they right. Because once I done enjoyed the fun, now I'm sick. It ain't worth it, y'all.
It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it.
But you know, one of the things I like to tell people, came here well, I better leave here well. Because if not.
Yeah, but we say this. But that don't mean they think this.
That's
because
true.
Once they do it, they don't care. Because a man will lay with you,
yes, he will,
love you, and look you in the eye, and be lying, and won't call you the next day, y'all.
He'll lie. A man
will lie. He will lie because we are not your belt. Y'all, I'm talking from being 61 years old,
and I'm 41. So.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking from. I'm talking from my experience, not nobody else's experience. You know, I've been married twice.
So have I.
And so when I decide after I got over my hurt and pain to date, y'all, the date world ain't like how it's supposed to be.
It ain't.
Now gonna say it, y'all. It's some shit out there.
Some shit. Go ahead and say it.
Shit.
Go ahead and say it. You
put shit out
on
there
my channel how you want to.
Yeah.
That's why
because they don't respect you. They're just trying to get what they can get, and they're gonna play that game. You know, so you got to be up on your game. Don't y'all be laying with these men. If you want to lay with them, don't let them hug you and stuff. Get up and act like a man. Get your ass up and go out the door.
Go. Before you go out the door, wash your ass. So
Yeah,
you don't have to do a walk of shame.
No, you ain't walk of shame because you got water at your house.
That's true too, but you how you gotta go.
Well, guess what? Have your shit in your bag.
Or you go to the gas station.
You ain't got to do that. Corona out there.
No, but you know, like gas station truck drivers, you can go there.
Well, I don't know about them, but I'm just saying, be safe.
Hey.
Use protection, and then you wouldn't have that problem. Because once you get the stuff, Corona is killing quicker than these, y'all.
But not only that, guess what? There's something that people don't talk about nowadays. They used to talk about in the Baptist church in the 80s and 90s.
What?
But you can get sickness. What that is, you lay down with somebody and whatever they're going through, you have to go through it too, you know, passing on the spirits. Because especially like when you have an orgasm, you know, you take on the energy of that other person. But a lot of people don't address it nowadays. And that's becoming finding spiritualist.
You are right, because actually, if just like you and I are talking, if I'm negative, I'm gonna give you that negativity. You know, so it's your responsibility to either snap me out of the hell out my house.
And you know, I snap you out of the big
I know that's right.
You know, I gotta go
because negative
and I ain't good.
And you know, I'm gonna say this, y'all. One day me and Kwani was one day I called Kwani. That's what I call her.
But I still ain't married.
Yeah. But that's what I call her. That's why I'm explaining that. I told her I was a little depressed, and she said I need to call her my depression. My child hurt my feelings.
I did tell you that.
It's okay. It's okay.
You told the world I said that.
No, yeah. But guess what?
I did say it though.
She did not let my negative spirit hit her. Cause I don't know what she was going on today, but she didn't throw me away. I blocked her out my phone now.
No, she got mad. Got mad with her too.
No, she didn't know. I had blocked her out my phone.
Why was I talking to you?
But I come back
and I can't.
And I still loved her, but I blocked her out my phone. But y'all, that's what love is all about.
Love will make you do things that you don't want to do.
When you have true friendship and true love, and with children, and she's mine. You got to come back because you don't want to throw those people completely away.
You can't throw people away.
You can't throw people away.
Who mean you good?
That's because right then I was in a bad spot. But whether she know it or not, she put me out of it.
You know what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah. But I didn't like it. But she helped me out of it.
Now I give you the tough love. That's part of my practice.
That's what it is.
But I love you. I love you.
That's what it is. Don't call here telling me about your depression. I ain't mad at you.
But I also told you if you're gonna call me, you need to make an appointment. You said I ain't gonna tell you. I said, well, I can hang up.
I know that's right. She sure said it, y'all.
Yes, I did.
She said it. But she know who she is as a spiritual person, and that's what I love about it. She knows I've learned a lot from this lady. So she's a good person. I'm not bragging on her. She's helped me. And that's the kind of people we need in our life. Positive people. People that's going to not let us stay in where we at.
No, you ain't going to stay in your
no, because you can't.
I got to build stronger families. That's my legacy.
Yeah, you just can't.
But not only that, but you know what? I love you enough to love the hell out of you. Because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because you was going through something, and I was like, she ain't gonna drag me down. We gotta get up together. We gotta get up together.
Well, why in the world we gonna be in the gutter together? Do that make any sense?
It make no sense
at all. Because I was really in the gutter that day.
But it's okay, because you know, we all, and see, that's another thing that people don't realize. Even when you're doing spiritual work for people, sometimes you have to take some time off. And I think I was going through something at that time.
Yeah, but it's okay.
And I was like, look, I can't talk to you right now because I got this, I gotta do this. but I gotta get some time for myself. And there's a certain period that you all will see that will be posted on my website at least once a year that will say I'm not accepting new clients. That's because I have to make sure I get me together so I can be there for you. And if I can't get me together, how am I gonna help you?
But see, you got to take care of yourself.
Absolutely. So that's
before
why we
you
talk
can
about
take care of anybody
self-love.
else. Self-love.
Self-love.
And that's what I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, we as women, and I can't speak about men because I don't know nothing about men,
Mm-hmm.
but we as women have to love ourselves.
Gotta love yourself
before we can love anybody else. And y'all, you can do a good job at spoiling yourself because I got myself so spoiled.
Me too.
I'm telling you.
I love some me. Lord have
y'all
mercy,
better learn how to do steak dinners for yourself.
Absolutely.
Shrimp dinners, whatever.
Whatever make your
and
day.
do you some candlelight by your tub and everything.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna tell you, those things make you feel good.
It makes a difference.
Because you are special to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you might meet somebody that don't like them things, but guess what? You like them.
Mm-hmm.
So you go ahead and wait until you find somebody that like them things.
Absolutely. I'm getting ready to treat myself to a night massage like I normally do.
I know, that's right. Hey,
and I'm gonna have me a good I'm gonna have me a good time. There's a man in Columbia, he's on the northeast side, and that's who I normally go to. And I tell you, that joker fine. He fine. Mm-hmm. So once he touch you, I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna say nothing out loud because you know it might be a little bit. But I tell you, I can go in for about 3. He fine.
Y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with like a fine man. I know a fine man too, but guess what?
And get this, I ain't got to have sex with him because that's his job. That's why I go to him.
Well, I know a fine man. He just a doctor for sex. That's all. He ain't good for nothing else, y'all.
You know, you always gonna have that one.
You better know what you're doing.
You
better get up and take your tail home.
Mm-mm.
So she said this is real. So I'm talking real to you.
What you need? Huh? Oh, where you want her to put the cleaning rags?
Oh, just throw them in trash. Yeah, throw them in trash.
No, ain't no throw them in the trash.
Yeah, no.
I
got clean rags.
Yeah, but you wash them.
Quantity.
I know this her house.
That's my house.
I thought about your house.
They got blue tongue in it. Throw them in trash. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I know what I want. I got a big bag full of.
Y'all see what we go through?
Yeah. But we respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is, like she said, this is my house.
Yeah,
and I do different things here.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And I have to respect her house. Now, normally when I come and sit at the table, I got me some candy. What happened to my...
I ain't got candy here now because I can't eat. I ain't been getting it because I ain't want no more.
Oh, well, you don't have to get some candy.
Huh? Oh, just straighten up everything back there. Got to be vacuum. That's the main thing I need. Vacuum and dust back there.
That's why my daughter, she got to clean the ministry too. So
yes, Lord.
That's her little side job.
Because I've been working, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't got able to do everything up in here. I'm sickly.
She ain't sickly. She's sickly at the mind sometimes when she don't feel like doing
stuff. I'll tell you what, but you find somebody to try to fix that back. I know that's not. Y'all, that man that I tell you I was attracted to, I forgot about the back. The back ain't hurt for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Did it feel like jelly?
Yes. I don't know what he did to it, maybe because he was so tall and fine and everything. Oh Lord, we all need to meet that. But I'm gonna try to get me an appointment.
Now, and even though we laugh, and laughter is good for the soul. So that's
yes,
why we have a good old time.
But you have to. Everything is not good for everybody. So you have to take. You can't take everything that somebody say and use it for you. Because what works for Cheryl doesn't work for y'all. You know. I'm a little free-hearted when it comes to certain things because I'm not going to walk around and let people hurt me.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to hurt them, but I know how to keep it mentally. Pronounce it.
I'm trying to
in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, in the middle.
Stay in the middle of the road.
Yeah, but that ain't
don't go to the left or the right. That's in the Bible. That's in Proverbs. That's also in Psalms.
You have to do what's right for you,
Mm-hmm.
because people will hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
But
And people hurt people.
Yes. So you have, yes, Lord, you ain't never lied.
Hurt people.
Because I know this guy that he's in so much pain until he's scared to live. The one that I was telling you about, he's too scared to live. So he's pushing everything away from him. So he's going to have a miserable life. Because guess what? Only thing I can do is be his friend. Because I'm going to go head on. Because he's sucking me down.
Now, what you explained, that's also known as a spiritual vampire. You know, like sometimes when you get around people and they suck your energy, that's why some people I don't get around. I might talk to them in
and that's
distance,
just what he's doing.
And I don't go to everybody's house. Remember I told you that when we first meet? I said I don't go to everybody's house.
No, because he suck up all my energy. He think that everything that's wrong with him is important. But guess what, y'all? What's wrong with Cheryl is important too.
Absolutely.
He only wants you to listen to what's going on with him. The hell with you. And that's not good. Because we all are important. When we are friends or lovers or whatever, you got to listen to each other. You got to respect each other. Well, respect
goes a long way.
No, respect is like love. Because respect, you like we respect one another, we ain't gonna do nothing to hurt one another.
Not at all.
Nothing. Because that means that I'm taking you, putting you first at that time. And you thinking of me also. So we're not gonna do nothing to hurt one another. That's a good thing.
Absolutely. And even when you get in these relationships with men should respect you. Now, I will say this: men look at love, but see, men look at love differently.
That's what I was saying about sex.
Respect. If you respect that man, no, seriously, because they look at it in blue lenses, and women look at things in pink lenses. We see love as love; they see love as respect. If you respect them, you love them. No. But once you disrespect them, they don't.
Okay. I disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
Because men look at. Men got two heads.
Yeah, they do. And sometimes the second head is as good as the first.
And that's what and that's why I disagree with her.
Okay.
They are thinking with that head. It's just getting what they want and they keep it moving. That's why women love different, because we want to be loved and whole and all this kind of stuff. But that's why I say don't allow a man to hold you like that if you don't love him.
But you took it a step further when we was on the phone. You remember you said that if you don't really love that man, don't go and cuddle with him.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying it in a different way.
But say it in the way you told it to me, because I understood it a whole lot better. Huh?
I don't remember it that way. I know
because I know for myself, I remember it. You said, "Don't let the man hold you."
No, you got to
don't love him.
I said nasty. Nah,
you can say that. You can say it.
No, you don't let. You got to get your ass up and go.
Is that what you told me?
Yeah, that's what you got to get. You got to get up and go, because that creates a bond. And he don't have that bond.
Tie, a bond, a soul tie.
He don't have that bond.
Or a bond in the spirit. That's what she's talking
Only
about.
thing that he's trying to do is get what he can get. He'll hold you. That's all.
That's it.
And he's just trying to make it where he can come back. And I'm saying this from experience. I'm not saying it just to be saying it, but it's so many different ways to say it. I told her in a different way because me and her was face to face with y'all on here, so I'm not gonna try not to be as freely. But she teaching me.
But no, you can be free, because that's the whole purpose. I want people to see everyday conversations whenever they come to this platform. I want them to be able to see everyday people.
And you told me that. But I didn't listen.
But deliver. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, Cheryl listen to what Cheryl want to listen to.
I ain't listen.
But I say it again.
And so as you say what you want to say, but
I got my face on here. You ain't on here.
But
look, I stand beside my brand, and I know the purpose of it is to build stronger families. And so if I got to be the face of it and have to take the punches that come afterwards, I can stand, because I'm gonna stand on my ancestors' shoulder, and they ain't gonna leave me.
Well, I can stand on what I say too.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can. But I just can't put my face out there.
That's fine, but I can put mine out there because I ain't care. You know, you get to a certain point that you just don't care no more.
You know, because I know how I am,
Mm-hmm.
And I know that if you have people that criticize you,
Mm-hmm.
and I will cut them down because I will stand by what I believe in.
No,
You don't
but
have
she
to
means
believe.
she gonna cuss them out. That's what she means.
I'm gonna cuss them out, and I'm telling them that this is my opinion and go and F themselves because
see,
everybody got a right to believe what they believe. You don't have to believe what I believe.
Absolutely,
you really don't, and that's the way life is. That's why that's why He made us. We ain't animals. That's why we are not animals.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to think for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what hurt us. And once we learn those lessons, y'all, please, when y'all learn a lesson and been hurt, don't do that shit no more.
Don't do it no more.
Don't do it no more.
Don't do it no more.
If you do it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Save yourself. Don't let people go out there and step on you. The Bible say clean around your own doorstep.
Yes, and the Williams brothers sing the song. Sweep around your own
clean around your doorstep
before you try to sweep around.
How you gonna clean around somebody else's own?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about what people think of me because it comes from experience. See, I know how to shut them.
I know you was about to. I felt
y'all, I ain't gonna say it.
Hey, look, let the Lord use you.
I ain't gonna say it because y'all ain't got that spiritual thing that she got going on.
But if they're looking at the channel, they got
but
something
it's okay.
going on. They okay with it.
I am not gonna let people take my joy.
Nope, don't let nobody.
It's mine.
Mm-hmm. It's your joy. The world didn't give it,
and
the world
God didn't
take it
talk.
away.
Jesus didn't talk to us.
Nope. But they'll tell you that. But that ain't true.
No. He said we gonna say and be done with it.
Just like he wrote down in the sands.
That's why he said we're gonna say and he be done with it. And people just keep saying things, just belittling people for no reason.
Not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Love yourself, and as long as we got respect and love, we're gonna do the right thing anyway.
Mm-hmm. Even though we might be talking about sex, now we're not necessarily telling you to go out there and have sex with every single person. What we're saying, if you choose to do what you choose to do, you choose to do what you choose to do. But we don't have no judgment here. I get a chance to listen to all kind of stuff. I think
you don't have a judgment, but I'm saying
but you're gonna do your own thing. But
you do what
use wisdom.
Well, we did clarify it.
Yeah, we did.
We did because we said because you lay down with a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to have a baby.
I had to learn that with my second husband. Yeah, because I had to learn that lesson with the first one.
Because you don't tell the world what you are.
Exactly.
You go out there and have a baby from Jack, a baby from Tom, and a baby from Harry. You told the world what you are. Y'all gonna say the word. You told the world you're a hoe. If you're gonna be a hoe, be a pup. Now, please don't be no public hoe. Be a private hoe.
Now we talked about that. You remember we talked about
that ain't good.
But you remember there's also another type of whorish lifestyle that you have that is actually considered to be righteous. Being a wife. Because when you look at it, but we talked about that when we was in Florence.
But that is true.
That is because you don't give up that ass, your bills ain't gonna be paid.
I know that's right. You're holding your wife, right. But that's just a different kind. But that's a nasty one over there. But you being paid to be a hoe.
Yeah.
Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but you stop cooking and stop cleaning. And see what you get paid up in. Yeah.
And what bills get paid.
You see?
Or where it goes to a woman.
Because he's going to take that money to another woman that's going to do that stuff, y'all. And make sure y'all keep yourself looking good now.
Fix yourself up.
And do different things with your husbands and your boyfriends and stuff. Because he's going to go out there and look for that stuff.
Yeah, you can be a different woman, just like with me.
Yeah.
I can have hair or don't have hair. I can be long or I can be short. Get the man what he wants.
Y'all be frisky. now see what she do. She do the hair and stuff.
I do other stuff too.
Yeah. I do.
Well, look, if you see them kids, those are my testimonies.
Okay. Well, I got kids too, but
I know.
Y'all do some running around y'all house and play Tarzan. What is
Tarzan and Jane?
Yeah! Play Tarzan and Jane in the house. Get some
you see how she went, mama? You see her waving her hand like growing up, I had an aunt mother. She lived to be 100 years old, and these same conversations and stuff that we're talking about, she would sit me down and she would tell me as when I was a little girl and teach me certain things just in conversation.
But some of them tell you in a different way.
She tells me just like how we talk.
Yeah,
and
but I'm just saying I've had it told to me in a different way. They
Ben White said the same thing.
Yeah, they say get lingerie and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
But you know, I took it a step further. I want to get lasagna. What that word?
Lasagna.
Lasagna. No.
Exotic.
Exotic.
Okay. What about
That's what I want to do. I want to get exotic. I know one day I had my husband came home. I had the whole house about in leopard, y'all. Too. And guess what? He knew what was going on.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I remember in my house, in the first marriage, we had these little stage lights. So I was like, you know what? When you go to the bank today, before you come home, go to the bank, go get those dollar bills, go get some fries, some Benjamins, or what have you. Because we're going to keep the money in the house. Now, anybody who know me, they know that I got that budget. You know, I'm always talking about that budget.
Y'all ain't got no budget.
We keep the money in the house.
I ain't got no budget.
And look, if I got to shake for a little change because he was my husband then, that shit, I had to do that.
I ain't got no budget.
But at least one good thing, though, all the bills are being paid and being paid early.
Yeah. but you know, she was like that. But he was taking care of everything. Y'all, I ain't got no budget. When it comes to certain things.
And
but
she always fuss about my budget because I tell her. I say,
she tell me about her budget. But I ain't mad at it. That's the kind of woman she is.
But look, I can do it. I just don't.
Yeah, she can do it.
I can do it.
But I don't have no expense for what I want when I want it. Sometimes I got to wait for it and take me a little longer. But I'm a different kind of woman, and that's why God made us the way we are.
Because you know what? I still thank God for you because had you not came in my life, like there was some perfume that I absolutely love. I bought a week or two ago
for Amazon.
Yeah, I
can you get some more now.
I know. Well, we ain't gonna talk about that right
now. We can talk about anything, but you know, I ain't fit to go all into it.
Okay,
you can get the whole thing.
You know, I'm an Amazon queen.
What's that?
But nevertheless. I wasn't gonna get this perfume because it's like $98 and I didn't want to spend it. And so I said I'm gonna go to Camden. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Just get my little stuff.
She loves me. Can I show her? You can show her. Look what she just gave me, y'all. See, when a nigga don't want to do right, God always have a ram in the bush. That is $250 that she just gave me. Lord have mercy, praise the Lord. On Valentine's Day, I know you love me. And get this, I ain't asking for nothing. No, did I?
But I ain't want it. She just gonna get me my little stuff that I want from there.
But you know what? I love
my little stuff ain't gonna cost $25.
But
who cares? I don't know how to do it. She does. But I ain't mad at her. I love her anyway.
I love you
because she gonna get those stuff from me regardless whether I give her anything or not. Y'all, I thank God for her because she took me to take care of my eyes. Everybody want to see y'all. My own children wouldn't do it.
I'm your child. Did you say?
My real children. That's my adopted child, but she's my child, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Because my mother, she died December. December. She died on July 26th, which was the same day a year later that my second husband, favorite aunt, died. That was crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, but y'all see how she correct me?
Yeah, you my mama.
She correct me.
You see, I'm at your house. You know, I like to stay in my own house. I ain't got
she correct me. I love that about her.
But I love you. That's the thing. And she did not want to do this live. I think it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to.
I only doing it because I love her. I ain't doing it because I want to.
But look,
I ain't doing it because I
want to. Because you got a message that the world need to hear, and they need to hear the way you need to say it. You know.
I didn't think that. I know for the world to say. The world to hear.
I know you do. You know why? Because what you was telling me is very important. And you know, I got daughters, and those are some of the things I need to sit down and talk to them right now as we speak. And those are some things that, like, I wish my mom.
You ain't got to worry about it because I got them.
I know you do.
I got them,
especially that one right there.
Yeah, because she sits and talks to me.
Them two got the same type of attitude and behavior pattern. Because sometimes Cheryl want to say what Cheryl want to say.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay,
I ain't got a problem. Me and her talk about deep stuff.
They love each other.
Yeah. We talk about deep stuff. We good.
And all my children call her grandma. And
we talk about deep stuff. And you know, y'all, it's good for children to have an outlet
Mm-hmm.
where they have a person, and y'all need to find that too.
Mm-hmm.
That they have a person that when they have a problem that they can go to.
Yep. I got three people, and all of them are older than me. She's the youngest one. The other ones, I think, one might be a little bit older than you.
Stronger.
And one of them birthday just happened. So, but you don't necessarily see everybody on. Matter of fact, all the people that are really close to me, you don't really see on camera with me. But y'all know that even though
Because
I might
it takes nerves to do that.
But no, you
For
got a lot of nerve now.
I do, but I ain't got that one.
Why you don't?
I don't.
You got a lot. You got more nerve than I got.
Yeah, but I ain't got that one.
But let me tell you, when we first met, I was supposed to be over here about 30 minutes. I stayed over here probably about 4 or 5 hours and sat and ate candy and talked, and we had fun. And then I think we went to go get some cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't even smoke.
She don't smoke. She took me to get cigarettes.
But I don't care, because you know what? I had a man that and he deceased, died on Larissa's birthday this year. Well, last year. And he smoked. He had schizophrenia. And that man taught me so many things. And they say he was mentally disabled. But if you sit down and listen to some of the things that he said and how he broke it down to me on how he valued my friendship, I was like, wow, you ain't your right mind when you want to be. He knew enough to get that check. But the man was smart, and he taught me how to build a better business. Just by buying him a carton of cigarettes.
Are you serious?
For real. Help me write my books, just buying him a carton of cigarettes. And they would see me going Kroger. They're like, but you don't even smoke. No. But he was giving me knowledge, and I wanted to show him my gratitude.
But this is what you did.
I had to show my gratitude.
Yeah, because you love that person.
I love him.
You said gratitude, but and it means the same. Mm-hmm. You did that because you care for him. Because a person do something that you don't think they should do, but they already doing it anyway.
So what difference it gonna make?
Yeah, you might as well make them happy. People think just because you dying or whatever, oh, I'm not gonna give them cigarettes. I'm not gonna give them nothing to drink. They're gonna die anyway.
You see, I
let them die
happy. But you know why? My granddad, I like to say he was a heathen, but really he ain't. He taught me so much about love, by loving people for who they are instead of what they have, because of the fact that he surrounded me with the community drunks in Suffolk County. And that taught me to love people. And like when I would go to different places and stuff, they would see me and they would speak and they would give me a hug and stuff. And then other people would be like, you know,
but you have to be careful of drunks now, because guess what?
Why?
You know what made people do certain things? Out of pain.
But you know what? I learned some lessons along the way.
Yeah, because they're hurt to them, and they're trying to dull their pain. And they are I think they are the most lovable people that they can be.
Absolutely.
I'm not the best person in the world. I do my stuff.
Everybody got a faux pas. Everybody got something that they do.
But you may call what I do that I am able to function and do what I do. But I have issues.
Everybody got issues.
Yeah,
your spirit,
but it's how you handle your issues.
Stuff.
It's how you handle your issues. Everybody in this world got issues.
Everybody got issues.
You got to know how you handle them. You can let them take you down. And sometimes we in a bad place, but you can't stay there long.
Can't stay that long. Can't stay there all day.
No.
I used to say, ain't nobody want you to be around with no pity party. No pity party. Don't do it.
You don't need a pity party all day.
No.
You know, stay there for a little while. You know, play you some music and stuff. Drink you some drink. Do what you want to do. But don't stay there long.
You only live one time.
Only live
and
one
I remember
time.
I have a favorite uncle. But I won't say his name because I haven't gotten his permission. But he used to tell me when I was doing everything the church wanted me to do and not really enjoying my life and really just being miserable because I want to go out and have fun. You know what he say? He said, enjoy your life. You done did everything that everybody wants you to do. Enjoy your life. And that set me free along with when my mother died. That set me totally free because the things like now, what I wanted to talk about years ago, I'm able to talk about it now because I wanted to show her respect.
Because that's what pastors say with abuse women. And that's why you got so many abuse women that get killed. Because they tell them that's your husband and that's what God put you with. But God didn't put us with nobody.
Sometimes you put yourself with somebody.
We put people that would go back to them red flags.
You see them.
Because I'm telling y'all, I saw those red flags in my first husband, that abusive man, but I just wasn't wise enough because I thought I needed him. And I thought I needed that love, but that ain't love.
But you know what? Speaking of that, I have a book that I wrote called Behind Closed Doors. I'm getting ready to show it on the screen right now. This I want to try. A minute. And it's called Behind Closed Doors. Y'all can go to Amazon right now to go get that book. And it talks about different levels of abuse from people who live a professional lifestyle and in the church. Because I remember when I was going through mine, and a lot of people don't realize that I was a battered woman, you know, because they look at me smile all the time and they don't really see some of the crises that I was in. That's why I can help other people, and I know it when I see it. You know, especially when you go to church, because sometimes church will keep you in a situation.
Oh yeah, church
they want to get that money.
No, church will have you dead. And I'm serious, because y'all got to realize that ain't God. That ain't God.
God wants you to be valuable. Think about in the book of Esther. The book of Esther, she took 6 months to get beautified, to smell delicious, and different things of that nature. And then you got the Songs of Solomon and how he talked about his beloved. And then you go back to Ruth, when you care for someone that you don't look at what they don't have, but then you stay. And then Corinthians, talk about, you know, it's not boastful. Love.
Well, it's actually talk about sex and everything.
Do benevolence. Yes. That's sex now. When you see that, that's sex. Do benevolence.
Yes. And when they talk about how they drink up the woman and stuff, that's sex. Yeah.
But they ain't gonna take that in real church. You got to know how to read it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You and I both know how to read it. But you know, when you love a person, you partake. But y'all got to be careful now.
You can't do everything.
These are nasty men out here.
Just because you can,
they will do this. Don't y'all do this. They will do this just to get where they want to get. Men don't have a lot of. I shouldn't say this, y'all.
But go ahead and say it. But I want to hear what you got to say. They don't have what?
Men don't have value when it comes to certain things with women.
Okay.
With sex.
When it comes to sex.
Yeah, when it comes to sex. Men don't. Men just want to get what they can get.
And don't give it too soon.
But they think with the wrong head. Because if we let our sex desire get out of hand and we're with a person that we attracted to, we'll go the wrong way. We will. That's why you got to always, that's why you're supposed to learn how to handle, get in touch with your body, keep it up under control.
Know thyself.
Know yourself. Because when it got out of control and you looking at this man and you say, oh God, I want him. You know, you don't know this man. What the hell you being with him for? No. You wait, know this man. Tell that man to go get an AIDS test. Well, now he need to get a corona test too. He need to go with it. But I'm just saying, that's the way I feel. Y'all may not believe that or accept that, but that's the way I feel.
I'm with you on
that. That's just me.
No, I agree with you.
Because you don't want to wake up and say, oh God, I need to go get all these tests like I had to do when I made my mistake. And I'm talking from experience. That's why I ain't put my face up there.
Why you was gonna let me do a thumbnail of
you said what you wanted? The hell no. I'm telling people that ain't me. I don't know where that girl get that damn picture from. I said that's my daughter, but I tell you, I don't know what the hell. I don't know.
You see what I had to put up? She denied it. Look, she denied it on camera.
That's somebody else.
I love you, Cheryl.
Yeah, I love you too. But I tell you what, I know I can defend myself. That's right. But anyway, the people that know me would never approach me with that. They
ain't crazy.
They ain't crazy. They'll be.
That's why they ain't crazy.
They would be amazed. And y'all, I'm not a violent person, but I am. I know who I am, and I focus on that, and I carry that in my spirit, and the people know that too. That's why you're not supposed to do. You do what you're supposed to do for yourself, and not for other people. And I don't know why people think they supposed to follow the Jones. Do stuff for yourself. You ain't got to, cause Mary got it. Damn, I wanted to. Hell, you ain't want nothing you want.
And then you know what?
I got shit in here that nobody else want. I don't care.
Not like
but I don't care what they like. But I don't care what they like it or not. I got my house fixed the way I want it.
And keep this in mind. Remember that post I made on Facebook said single doesn't always mean lonely, and relationships doesn't always mean happy. I can tell you when I was married, I was the most loneliest person. But once I got free, I don't know what them lonely days is. I don't feel like running away from home no more.
And you know, we spoke of that earlier. Yeah, but you can be with somebody and be so unhappy, and you can be alone before you get alone.
That's very true. Now
and that's not good.
Now we got my 13-year-old in here, and I'm gonna let her stay because I remember when I was her age, I had to learn these lessons too. Because in the book of Titus, they tell you, as an older woman, you need to train younger women. And so, you know, she's our next generation sitting at the table because we got 61, 41, and 13. And even though we're cutting up and stuff, if you chew or sit through what we're trying to say, you know, you're going to find out there's some meat on the bone instead of just fat, you know.
That's true.
There's a whole lot of meat. And so, you know, just because you can do something don't mean that you should. There's plenty of men that I thank God for that I never was with. Because now when I look back over, it is so much of a blessing. I'm like, I can't believe I really liked him. You know what? And I thank God for so many men who wasn't with me.
Yeah, but isn't that amazing? Because we was attracted to him, but it was just it was lust. Lust. And you look back and you said, God, I'm glad I wasn't with him.
Lord have mercy. There's a song somewhere about you're the greatest thing I never had, I think. And so I just thank the Lord. But you know what else I thank the Lord for? I thank the Lord for all the mistakes I made with those people that I was with, because they helped me, like my little number one, that first husband, and the second one too. It helped me to identify what was either broken on the inside of me or to get compassion to help somebody else. So when they come to me, I won't be judgmental and say, well, you know this from this, that, and the third. I can say, you know what? I've been there too. I walked in your shoes, and you can come out of this thing, you know. And if I have not been in your shoes, perhaps I might know somebody who has. You know, I've had a lot of family members that have shown me some things. Like, for instance, one of my aunts and one of my cousins, they taught me when I was my daughter's age to never dip your pen in the company ink. What that means is that if you're doing business with someone, don't sleep with that person. They taught me that. They taught me that
you don't get your money and your honey from the same place.
Oh, another way I like to say, if you can kind of know me a little bit better, I don't shit where I eat, and I don't eat where I shit.
I know this right.
You know, I keep those things separate.
I love my thing there. Don't get your money and your honey from the same place, because they're gonna crash.
Yep, crash
every time, because that man or that woman gonna act up, take you to the office and do all kind of crazy things.
You can't let your money
go get your stuff from somewhere else.
You gotta keep those things separate.
Keep it separate, y'all.
And a lot of times, even when I got married, believe it or not, everybody was like, "How she got married and I didn't even know she was dating somebody?" You ain't gonna see it. Just because you don't see it, that don't mean it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It's just that you have to keep your private
people
life
because
private.
They don't see you with somebody.
Yeah,
you're not with somebody.
Exactly. But like I told one of my former bosses, everybody who smell ain't smiling because of the Holy Ghost. You know, it could have been what they did before. You need to be positive for
Curtis, we on live on the YouTube. We on live on the YouTube. I'll call you back.
She talking to her son. And so, like I was saying, that I forgot what I was saying. Just that quick. But the premise is this: you don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing.
No, you don't.
And nowadays, for some reason or another, they forsake that what goes on in this house stays in this house. Even though we might be cutting up and laughing, you don't know when these experiences that we're talking about happen. They could have happened a while ago. They could have happened today. They could have happened yesterday. You don't know. But we've had these experiences, and we're women enough to come out and say,
Yeah, that's
okay,
true. That's true.
This is what you should
But
do.
you
This is what you should
from
not
it.
do, and you're learning.
You learn from it,
and that's ministry to learn from something that has happened.
Mhm.
You know, that's one of the reasons why we study the Word, so that we can learn what other people have done it and what they have went through, so that we don't have.
But the only way you know is talking to people
Mhm.
when you learn from their experience.
Mhm.
I'm quite sure all these women and men out there have had bad experience and good experience.
Mhm.
So we all got to listen. We
Mhm.
all got something to tell.
But you know what, too? I'm going to tell you something that I tell my kids. If it comes fast, it ain't going to last. Now, the second marriage taught me really well, because that went so fast, and it didn't last. But I knew that going in there. And just like when you're having sex with a man, do not give up sex in the first 2 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Go ahead and learn that man, because every man is very different. Now, if you so choose, because sometimes you might get a little bit hot and bothered and you want to be hot and ready.
But that's somebody that you attract to.
And though he ain't gonna stay.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. I was in lust, infatuated. No, the man wasn't good for me, but no, I want the man. Oh, I forgot to say
no, because she got to hear this.
Yeah, but
it's good teaching.
The man wasn't good for me, but you got to know this. But I knew that I had to leave the man leave the man alone, because some things that you attracted to will bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
This particular person, somebody is not, as my daughter says, equally
yoked. Mm-hmm.
He ain't got no car. Mm-hmm. He ain't got no house. Y'all know these people ain't got this stuff at 60 years old. Y'all need to run. Don't try to play with it, because it's gonna hurt you. Mm-hmm. I know. I done tried it. Mm-hmm. You can't.
And even try to call me about it and think I was gonna change my mind on what I was gonna say.
Yes,
but I said what I said.
Mm-hmm. But I tried to make it work, y'all. And guess what?
And I told it wasn't gonna work.
That shit don't work. Because you don't want to pick no man up for no date. And y'all, these some women that want to pick men up for a date.
And I was one of them at one point in time.
I can't do it
because I was respect.
Because when you stop the car, he got to get up, get out, and open the driver's door. What kind of shit that is, y'all? What kind of shit that is? Mm-hmm. Why he ain't got nothing at 60 years old? I'm 61. Mm-hmm. What kind of shit that? What you doing with your shit? Mm-hmm. Why I got more shit than you got? So that means you were doing something wrong, but you want to get my shit. So I got to go and pick you up.
Now, when I first moved back from leaving my first husband, an old man told me,
"Open that door so your mom can smoke and kill y'all."
You can tell I'm suffering. I'm trying to do so quietly.
I smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes.
I'm trying to do so quietly. This your house.
You ain't got to say it. Say it. Say it to me. You in my house.
Yeah, this your house. So and it don't
pop that window open.
That's another thing too.
That thing up.
With my granddaddy, he used to smoke all the time. So I was around it. And
but you got to say these things. I want to be offended.
But you're doing something nice for me.
No,
so I'll suffer through it.
Damn, this with the smoke, killing me. Shit. Damn this. I'm sitting here and I smoked 4 cigarettes. Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at you. I'm good. See, it smells better than I know.
Yes, Lord.
I know that's right.
You about to have me choking up in here. Yeah, but I do like the smell of a pipe though. I had to go do some work in a tobacco store. It smelled so good up in there.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of faded though.
Oh. I told him to stop dying.
I wanted to like relax it.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that part yet.
For some reason.
Mm-hmm. Cause I didn't know.
Would it look cute like that?
I know. But sometimes I just want to not do this sometimes.
Just
And
put
then
a wig on it.
Ma'am,
Just put a wig on it.
I don't have a wig. I've been asking my mom to make a wig, and she said I have to get my own money to do so. And I said fine, because I would like to make my own.
That's why she ain't here working or was working. But nevertheless, guess what? We're gonna get off of that for one moment. No, then again we could, because sometimes when you wear a wig, it helps your relationship because you get to be a new woman to him, so he won't have to go out.
Not necessarily, because I've gotten wigs that the way I wear my hair, and I really, I don't think they be looking for a new woman. They be looking for a new attitude.
But you get a new attitude. That's why you get a new woman.
Listen.
She ain't paying you no attention. She
got
that thing.
No, I'm finna say something nasty.
I know.
Okay.
But she got that earpiece, so she ain't paying you no attention.
A man want a hole in the bed.
That's something she done hear.
And a woman in the
my
street.
Music. My blue.
But they don't know how to handle it.
Now that's true.
They don't know how to handle it.
That's so true.
A man want a hole in his bed, and he want a woman in the street. The preachers do too. And you got to know how to be both, but you can't give it to them straight up. You got to give it to them a little bit at a time. That's what you got to do.
In rations.
In rations. You got to know whether he can take it. And I don't know what women consider that. And you know what I'm talking about.
No, what you talking about?
The women that be out there dancing on the pole.
Strippers.
Yeah, because
like P Valley. That was.
Yeah, because
I like P Valley.
Y'all, wait a minute, y'all. I gotta say this.
Oh goodness, what you gonna say?
I gotta say this. I can't call the man name, but baby, I can see your. I'm gonna say it.
Go in the other room, because she go in the other room. We can go in the other room, and I want to hear what she can make say, because this can make me so good. She done did that laugh. You gotta go in the other room. Don't come back out here and call your name. Oh, but close that door, because it get cold in here. You not like my heat.
Yeah. Close the. We got in here hot.
Because she done start that laugh. That's when you know the conversation get very good. Hurry up! I want to hear what she gotta say. Come on, get move. Cause she can ready to say something, and Lord knows I ain't know what she gonna say. So I'm just shaking my head right now. Y'all like my little haircut? It got the heartbeat, and then I got a heart in the back. Let me see. Hopefully you all can see it.
It's beautiful, y'all.
I did it just for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So probably next week I'm gonna have some hair because I don't like being cold.
Oh, y'all. He said, I want to see you on a pole. I said, you want to see my fat ass up there on the pole? He said, I'm going to help you get your fat ass up there. He said, I want to go to Victoria's Secret and get you some. I said, ain't nothing in this Victoria's Secret. He said, I might have to squeeze your ass in it and have to cut you out of it. He said, but it'll be all right. Oh, you nasty. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's the truth. Y'all, that's how nasty man is. He nasty, but he ain't mine. But he nasty.
He be saying, yo.
No, he ain't mine. But the man came here with lies and stuff. I had to figure it out. But the man married. I know he is because I'm researching. Y'all research y'all men.
She said the resume.
Yeah, research them.
They have a resume.
Get on that internet. Research these men. These men. We get on these Facebook pages and this dating site and stuff. Y'all go back and research these men. Y'all get these men names and make sure y'all know, because they be coming with a game.
Go ahead and
some of these men are playing with you. But he was worth it. What are you doing?
Researching.
Oh,
okay. You tell me to do.
Yeah, he was worth it. But it was a oh Lord. It was worth it. What we did was worth it. So you got to know what you're doing.
Yo, that was telling me to
good. I ain't doing this.
I know. I told you would. You got me looking at stuff I ain't got no business looking at.
What?
Researching. I can't tell them.
Who you researching?
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Lord have mercy.
The same one we was talking about today.
Oh, yours?
Mm.
I research mine. I find all kind. Hell, research mine. Y'all, my daughter up here researching her man. I ain't mad at her. I tell her to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That you know, because these things here a lie. And I know the men in the background saying that we lying, but we not. And he can come here to me and I'll tell him, show me what you're working with.
And you know what? I know you would.
Yeah, I would tell him, show me what you're working with, because I know he's lying. Because they want to play. They want a playhouse. And you can't build a house on another woman's tears.
Ooh, say that again.
You can't build a house on another woman's tears.
Yeah, that's true too.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, I found that out through my research.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. And that'll make you hurt. That's what she said. How can you build a house on another woman's tears? That's sad.
And then, you know, when I was saying earlier, when you go
and they have good women, and you want to go out there instead of teaching your wife how to do that shit at the house. Teach her. She don't know. Baby, I want you to do this here. Baby, I want you to try it. But you want to go out there and get a piece of trash. She don't have to necessarily be a trash, but you want to break your vows and get another woman because you need a little bit more excitement. Tell your wife,
right.
Then tell y'all wife to do this and stuff for y'all.
And if she love you, she'll
do
happy
it.
To do it. At least she should.
But she'll do it because I'm a woman and I ain't no trash either. And I'll do it.
She's pretty. She's pretty and chocolate, darker than me. So she's a pretty woman.
I like dark men. I like dark men.
Don't mind tell me.
I
like color scrub.
Yeah, I good color scrub. Ooh, them chocolate men just turn me on.
I just want them darker than me. That all.
Huh?
This darker than me. This darker than me.
I like men that darker than me. And I'm a lot darker than you. But you know, I actually think when I think about it, they actually is my daddy complexion. And I think that a lot of time women, and I'm not saying that my daddy done nothing to me or nothing like that. My daddy done nothing to me or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, women look for men almost like their father.
Not me.
But
other than the girl providing part of things,
men that's my daddy complexion, but they don't have this here.
I only had women in my life my daddy loved, and that was before this.
But I don't care about
loved him, and I don't.
But see, I don't need nobody else
approval.
Yeah,
that's the first time I ever got it, though.
Yeah, I don't need that.
That's the first time I ever got it.
Because I'm gonna always attraction, and y'all, majority of the time when we attracted to these men, them men ain't good for y'all. I'm telling you, I already know. All the men that I'm attracted to is dogs. It is. I'm serious. I mean, I'm telling
you. Always tell me that.
That man that
the one they say he gonna send you to hell.
No, he ain't gonna send that man come from the devil, y'all.
And she love him. I said that might have been the devil's son-in-law. I might watch that movie when I get him back home.
Devil's son-in-law. That was the man that he can't. He's the devil child. Because I want that man. That man was good and everything. He was smooth. But y'all, he called me when he get ready. He talked to me when he get ready. He the one that I think that's married ain't tell that I had researched. He got them issues. His wife said, and I found it. Can't build a home on another woman's tears.
That what his wife said? That where you get that from?
Yeah.
How you found that? Online? You always said you thought that he was married.
Yeah, but when I found it, God will show you.
Yes, he will. He'll show you in a dream.
Yes, he show. I probably can't find it now. I can't find her
they
stuff
don't want
now. But I tell you what, she said it. I found her whole name.
You told me that though.
Yeah.
But last month, then when we talked,
Yeah.
about it.
Mm-hmm. You cannot build a house on another woman's tears.
Come on your feet.
No, my feet way over here.
Oh,
you can't, because that got to be the most hurtful thing. And really, I'm not doing that because her man lied. You can't take somebody else's husband.
That's true.
You can't take somebody else's man. Mm-hmm. It's just
he made the decision who he want to be with.
Yeah, now, he makes the decision.
Now keep this in mind. There is some type of work that I do know how to do to kind of change mind, but it's not for everybody. And just because I can do certain things don't mean that I will, because you have to also realize
it's a consequence.
There's sometimes there's multiple consequences about doing stuff. Like for instance, say for instance, and she didn't do this. This is just a scenario.
Oh, but no,
she never did this. But even so, if you did, I help. If I feel like it is good for you, but you
don't want somebody that don't want you.
That's true too. But there are times where if you get the person that you really want, it can cost you your life. Meaning that depending upon the ingredients and the indications that are used, that person won't leave you alone, and they'll kill you, or you'll kill yourself, or it'd be some mass suicides or what have you.
Yeah, it's consequence.
So sometimes you need to let people expire out your life.
Let God handle it.
Sometimes, but still, but God give you the ability if you want. You got free will. That's all I'm saying.
But that's why He give us free will.
You got free will.
That's why we're not supposed to make somebody be with us that don't want to be with us.
Sometimes it's better just to let them be.
Because men like to play, and y'all, women like to play too. Because that particular person, once I saw him, I was so fascinated. I was so into it. Was lust, y'all. Just pure lust. And we are human beings. There's nothing you can do about it. But work with it. You can shut yourself down or work with it. I worked with it, and I was blessed that I didn't have no concussion behind it. I would never do it again because I didn't get AIDS. I didn't get no diseases, and I didn't get the corona. That's a blessing. Now, God let me out of that free that one time.
She got her exodus, y'all.
That don't mean He gonna let me out of 2 times. And y'all, I tell you what, I'm not brave enough to do it again.
You know what? I want to tell them about an experience I had that rarely I share with folks. My baby daddy was not from any of my husbands. Yes, he wanted to marry me at one point, but that wasn't gonna work. And thank God he married somebody else. But nevertheless, when God told me to let that relationship expire, I wanted to keep it up because I had a baby by him. He was very good to the children I had from my first.
But that's what most women do when they have babies by men.
But let me tell you what happened.
Go ahead.
And I got a mark right now because, well, I wouldn't let it go, and it has cost me more than I wanted to pay. Even so, that there's a mark on my leg right now. From, they say when you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. No, he wasn't a cheating kind, but he wasn't the man for me. He wasn't the kind for me. He was good for the kids, but he wasn't man enough for me. And I didn't want to let him go because I was like, no. I didn't want him to go because he was good for the kids, and my kids loved him. But again, he wasn't man enough for me. Do that sound like love to you?
No, that's not love. That's that's a need.
And he wanted to marry me, and I couldn't. He gave me the biggest ring. I couldn't sleep, y'all. I couldn't sleep with the ring, and I put it in my drawer. I couldn't sleep. I put it in my car glove part. Couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep until I gave that ring back to K Jewelers. But I'll never forget when I'm lotioning my legs, I see this mark, and it was like something that scratched me. I rubbed my leg on his leg. It was something that stretched the hell out of me, and I got a mark from it. I don't know, but I always think to myself, when you lay down with fleas or with dogs, you wake up with fleas. Even though he didn't have no type of illnesses or anything that I knew about at the time. Now, what he got going on now, I don't know. He married somebody else, and God bless that relationship. But I should let it go. And sometimes the biggest blessings that you will have is letting some people, places, and things go. When they have already served their purpose,
let it go. It's hard, y'all.
Because even right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about something that I need to let go. I kind of want to let it go, Lord.
Me too.
Because you know why, but I can't put it on the slide. But is it really serving me? Is it really going to help me get to the next level? And am I really helping them? Am I really serving them? Am I going to help them get to the next level?
Sometimes you got to serve yourself.
I know, but what I'm saying
because when a person is in something, they are serving themselves. Majority of the time, men are stronger because men don't think the same way we think. You know, they are out to get what they can get.
That's true too.
You know, so we have to, as women, think about ourselves. If we see that somebody worthy of our love, then we can give it to them. But they have to earn it. And we have to make them earn it.
Even in our relationship, in our friendship,
we have to earn it.
You know, we earn our
even
time
children
to talk to each other. We earn our time to say, I love you. You know, it ain't just something we take for granted and say, okay, well, we're just going to be friends. We have worked through it. It's been about 6 months, I guess. A little bit. Maybe about 6 months, I know. 6 months since I met her.
Yeah.
And we have gotten real close where she's just like my spiritual mom. Some things don't take all day, but it's a relationship that we work at on a consecutive basis.
Something that you want, you work with.
And if you don't want it, you don't work with it.
But everything has to grow. Everything has to grow. And sometimes you have to make a decision. Like with that fellow, what I was telling you about this morning. I had to make a decision because he was so needy to become his friend, not his lover.
But you know, another thing you just said that was so important, you never, ever, ever want to be in a needy situation because men do not like a needy person.
No, I wouldn't need he needy.
You. I
wouldn't need
I know, but even as an individual, you never want to be in a needy situation. Oh, I got new followers, you all. Thank you for following me on Instagram. So I'm looking on Instagram. I was on speaker, but because of the fact that sometimes it's hard to get off a speaker, and I'm not really that interested right now. I kind of like deleted the app because it was keeping me up all night. And not only that, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and if you ever need me, I'm at www.auntmarysniece.com. Please like, share, subscribe. If you ever want to make a donation, it's auntmarysniece.com. Please make sure that you know that there's an S behind Mary's. And if I promise you from last week that I'm going to do your reading, I will be getting it done hopefully this week. Mercury has been in retrograde, and I'm a Gemini, so you know I kind of run by the area of Mercury at times. So sometimes I have to kind of take a break. Like I told one of my clients today, I said, you know what? And she loved me, and I love her too. I gotta get off this phone with you, because if I don't get off this phone with you, I don't want to ruin a bad relationship. But I love her, and she loved me too. And so once, you know, out of retrograde, and even this thing that I'm thinking about letting go, I'm trying to wait till it get out of retrograde, because a lot of times communication is not good during this time. Sometimes you got to kind of stay away from a person so that you all can come together, even though it might be a holiday, whatever. Because I'm thinking about that too. Even though it might be a holiday, that's what we initially talked about, our red flags and learning to do for yourself and self-love and not waiting on somebody to do for you. Some things you can't do if it's not conducive. And even if I'm doing certain readings, because like I already gave her some of the things as we was talking, and I'm not sure she realized it or not, but sometimes you got to kind of wait till conditions are right whenever you're doing the spirit work. And if you have my business card or you're looking on my website, you'll notice that there's something in the book of Habakkuk that I said I wait and see what the Lord has to say about it. So I don't necessarily give you an answer right away, because you either pay for my time or you want one right then and there. I have to wait and pray about it so I can be sure I'm telling you the right thing. And even in this conversation, you know, we had to wait. And today was the day to really have this conversation, because again, we talked about this since January. And we didn't want people to have or experience the blues because of balloons, teddy bears, candy, and stuff. Foolishness. When you can just go out there and get your own if you so choose. And if things are really that bad for you, you really can't afford it, send me an email to marysneeze@gmail.com and I'll send you some flowers. I mean, if that can make your day. Because I really, you not to be in a hurt situation than for you to be hurting.
Well, they,
and that's
they can do something special for themselves.
That's true too. You can go to the Dollar Tree and spray some perfume.
You don't even have to go to the Dollar Tree. You just get out your damn freezer and cook it for yourself and get some candles. Everybody got some damn candles in your house.
You go to the dollar store.
Some lights or something.
Mm-hmm.
And say, this is just for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do just special things for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You can just go out to dinner. Matter of fact, you don't even do all that. You're going to get you a burger and say, this is for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is special. I'm treating myself because I love me.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to go to the mall. You ain't got to go to the dollar store and all that stuff.
But
I
got some more money coming.
I do it with hands.
That too. And somebody talking about me. Keep on talking.
They probably is talking about they probably talking about me, but I bet ain't nothing.
I don't care.
I bet I've been off the chain.
Mm-hmm. But I love you so because the world.
I really have enjoyed this, y'all. This has been therapy for me.
And I told her, I said, once you get on live, all you gotta do is just talk to me. Talk to me like you normally talk to me, and everything will work itself out.
It has been therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It really has.
Don't make you feel better.
Yes, it does. Does. I still want that man,
but you can get that man, but you gotta be careful because sometimes you get things that you don't necessarily want.
Well, I know he ain't good, but I want to play with him for a little while. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, y'all got to know when to play with stuff and let it go.
Y'all see what I go through?
Toys, time break. You got to take it. When you break, you take it and throw it out the door. But I want this here. I'm going to work on this here. I'm working on it right now.
Y'all see what I got to go through? I got here.
Lord.
She not a demon. She still want
He's a demon. He gave us the devil.
But you still want him. And no, y'all ain't gonna touch it because he a demon.
Yeah, he a demon.
Oh goodness, and I want
right for her.
But I said I want what's right for you, and I ain't gonna touch what ain't right. But we were still talking about unequally yoked thing.
That what it is, the unequal yoke.
And even like some of the things that we were talking about in another situation. The old man, when I first moved back in 2010. I moved back April 20th, 2010 to South Carolina. And he told me when I bought home, he said, make sure, because you single and you got these kids, make sure whoever you be with got something too. Because if you ain't got nothing, you won't have nothing either. You'll lose everything you got. And I thought about that thing and thought about it.
You have to work harder for what you got.
Mm-hmm.
They put you on a downward spiral.
But
so it's not worth the work.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you with something that's unequally yoked, it creates so much problems. And y'all don't get me wrong. Sometimes you enjoy it.
Sometimes enjoy the problems.
You enjoy the stuff that you.
Yeah, but problems come with it.
But the problems come with it. Mm-hmm. So is it worth your good time for your stress? You got to weigh it.
You got to weigh it. You got to weigh it. You got to weigh the scale.
You got to weigh it. You
can't put a feather on the scale.
Yes,
what happens.
Lord. Because see, I'm old. I ain't got no children. I can weigh my stuff. I can throw it out that door any damn time. Oh, there you
go. Oh, Lord. She get ready to do something. Lord have mercy.
And the grace of visit my grandson. They know that bitch lying.
Oh Lord.
To the grave to do. I bitch you.
Y'all see why I love her?
Y'all see? See that what me do? You see? Now who at the graveside? I'm gonna read it to you, y'all.
It raining.
At the graveside visit my grandson. You can't do nothing but talk to a headstone. Who going out there in the cold?
He could talk in his house.
Yeah, you can talk in your
He could
house.
fix his grandson
Yeah,
his
you
favorite
could-
meal and put it on the altar and pray.
You ain't even got to do all that.
But he could have.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. That's bull. That's bull. That's bull. That's okay. I'm going to get in here, but that's okay. But you better know what you're doing, y'all. I ain't going to call me a liar.
But you already did. It's just that he don't know.
Yeah, he don't know. Okay. We both playing with our phones. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm going to visit my daddy.
You know you ain't trifling. You know you ain't getting ready to go out there and visit
my daddy all the way in my
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's over 100 miles away.
I ain't going all the way down there. Is he crazy? Go like that though. I'm serious. In the hell I'm going. Y'all see, that's what people do.
You wouldn't even come to my house when I'm trying to do this.
But that's what people do to you when they're messing with your mentality.
There you go. See, yeah, that was right. See?
Oh, yeah,
you got that thing right all the way. Yes, ma'am.
That's what he's doing. He's playing with me because he want to keep a side piece on the side. That's what men do. Ain't some shit. Lord help, Lord. But it's okay. I'm playing with it. Y'all do that. Better know what you're doing.
You gonna not do something.
Don't do it. But I see 61 years old. Serious.
You see what I got to do when you 61 years old?
I'm in my own house.
That's true.
I'm in my own house. I'm serious. I'm in my own house. I make my own moves. And that goes to show you make your own decisions for yourself. You don't let nobody else make your decisions for you. When we do bad, we accept the bad. When we do good, and we keep it moving. But if somebody else tell you something to do, you don't let nobody make your call. You do it. Because Kwani knows. And that's what I call my baby. She knows that this is wrong. But guess what?
They got no judgment.
But no, I don't care what's got a judgment.
She don't.
I don't care. This is my call.
It is.
I'm a grown woman.
Grown ass.
And that's what we do. That's why we don't follow the Joneses. You know, and I'm not trying to lead nobody the wrong way, but this is my life. And I'm not trying to, you know, you got to do what's right for you. But you got to be strong in what you do because consequences. Now, I'm going to pay something for this, but it's consequences. I ain't going to get no money.
No, she ain't paying no money, but you know, I always tell you, rather pay your fees up front than pay it on the back end. That back end stuff, you don't want to. And I'm always talking about that. But I know it's gonna cost me front.
But see, when she talking about the back end, I don't care.
Yeah, I do.
I don't care because I
want to know what my gonna be up front.
No, because I deal with my back end because I will think about that front end and say, you know what? I enjoy that front end. And the hell with that back end, because I ain't paying nothing else. I done it. I'm good. I'm sorry. I don't think the same way.
I know.
We ain't gonna think the same way.
I know.
I'm good. I ain't giving nobody shit. I got that front end. Damn the back end.
That ain't what I meant, y'all.
Well,
that ain't what I meant.
I know what she meant.
That ain't what I meant. You know that wasn't what I meant. Well, she said it so funny. That wasn't what I meant. That wasn't what I meant. That wasn't what I meant.
She's talking about repercussions.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. No,
but I ain't worried about the repercussions. I'll deal with them.
Yeah, but you always made it sound like ain't no sex. That's how it started.
I wasn't thinking about that.
I know. You said you were up front. I was like, that ain't what I meant.
Y'all, that ain't what I meant. I ain't talking about sex. That ain't what I meant. I ain't talking about sex. But that ain't what I meant. I'm talking about dealing with people in general. But what's going to happen on the back end, I'll deal with the repercussions. And It's repercussions in everything you do.
Everything got consequences.
Yep. And she's right. Everything got consequences.
Even when you do something good, you got a consequence for doing something good.
Yep,
and it's gonna cost you something.
Everything gonna cost you anything. But you got to be willing to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know what she's talking about. But when you're doing something you enjoy, go ahead with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do the damn thing. My son said, he do the damn thing.
Do it to satisfy. Go ahead and do it.
Curtis don't say it like that. Curtis said, do the damn thing. Do it. Mm-hmm. Y'all better not be living like that out there. It ain't good, y'all. Get it right.
But then you can do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy it too. But it's gonna be all right.
Oh gosh, I can't wait to hear about it. Go ahead, Mercy.
I know, but he wasn't gonna be agitated because I come with a different game. See, once you do something, it comes back with a different game. So I'm gonna have the power. You take the power out of his hand and put it in my hand, and I'm good. It's payback. Payback is a bitch.
So you're out here playing chess.
Oh, I ain't playing on that chess. I don't know what the hell I played. Quite giving this shit worse. I ain't playing no chess.
Well, you gonna play checkers then?
Checkers or whatever you want to play.
It y'all ain't no bridge.
Hopscotch.
Lord have mercy.
And you know, women good hopscotch.
You know how to.
I'm good.
But they don't know.
No, they don't know how to play hopscotch. But I know how to play hopscotch.
That was my.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about. You got to be creative in your relationships.
You got a microphone right there. You just say yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. Be creative in your relationships, and you have fun. Have fun.
Oh yeah, you're 4. You gotta be creative. Whenever I say my 4, like if I'm my 4, that means I'm in my creativeness. Yeah, use your imagination. You know, have a good time.
See, you know, people think that you can have money.
No, you don't.
To do things and to create things. You don't got to have
use
money.
what you got. That's what you do about. Use what you got.
You know, y'all that don't have money to go and get a steak today and whatever, you can go and get some chicken, get them candles or whatever you got in your house, and create a move. And guess what?
You know what?
You're gonna have a good time.
You just reminded me of something when I was at Benedict. This guy named Alec I was dating from Florida. He used to smoke weed. But he had, you know, when you're out, you ain't got no money. So we both ain't had no money. So what he did was I was on, at the time I was studying to become a second lieutenant for the Air Force. I didn't go in because I made a bad decision.
You got to agree, Mr. Cigarette. I can't go out there.
I know too.
Yeah, but I have no clothes on.
You still ain't got to go through?
Yeah, I ain't got clothes on.
Who said I felt driving? How about I go get them cigarettes tomorrow?
Oh, I need them today.
It called that door. We'll see. But what he did was, thank you. What he did was I was on a cereal diet, and so he wanted to give me a candlelight dinner. And so with his 2 lighters, while I was eating my cereal, he just kept it lit up.
Oh, that was
you know, that been in 1998, 99, but I still remember that. And then he wanted to get a teddy bear, but he had the money. So what he did was take a coloring page out of the coloring book, color it, and then put it in the, I got 2. She was on, what you call her? I think she in the room, or in the computer room. And he colored it, and then he put it in the mailbox for me. So when I went to go check the mail, I had me a teddy bear. I still got it to this day. Matter of fact, I was looking at some cards that I received back in 1997 from my first love that actually got put up, and I was reading it, and I was like, wow. She did. She did the job.
She did the other one.
Oh.
She laid on the bed.
Oh.
Straighten this out, wrapping this stuff. She laying on the bed, sleep.
Probably so. It's her nap time too.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it doesn't matter about the money that you put in it. What matters is your heart.
The time.
And the time and the effort.
It's the time.
Everybody wants some effort. And if somebody ain't putting effort in, leave it alone.
The heart.
You know you showing up. I told you. It's okay. We still love them. It's her house. She run it. So, and she give y'all good wisdom and get good tips. So, judge not.
Yeah, they see the face. Thank God.
That is. You can see you. Maybe ever see got a pretty face. Yeah, it's Sunday. And we just sitting back relaxing.
And enjoy ourselves.
And talk.
I would have to have to get dressed and all that stuff.
But you didn't have to do it. I told you this is just live. It's normal, That's one of the reasons why I like this platform. So you just can do what you want to do anywhere you need to. You know what I like that? I want because it's my kids' mine. I like your magnet.
Okay.
Right there. I can't read what that can say. Say, hang on, let me something this. That red one. It says, hang on, let what this.
I can't even read it myself.
I don't know what that word is.
Me.
But I like that. I whine because my kids whine. Nope, not today.
Okay.
So you want to say anything in conclusion? Because we almost got 2 hours in. We got 5 minutes to 2 hours. We're running our mouth.
Are you serious?
Not for real. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm good. Y'all, I enjoy this.
I think she's going to do it again.
Yes, I will.
This how you going to come over to my house? I got to come back over here.
Back over here because I'm more comfortable here.
Okay.
Right now, I was more comfortable here because I had a dress.
Yeah, come over there. You at your daughter's house. So it don't
Well, that's
matter.
true. But I don't feel that comfortable at Curtis. And none of y'all.
Yeah, but I'm different.
I don't feel that comfortable in y'all house.
I'm different.
Especially Curtis' house.
You know you're alive. You might see this. You might want to shut that down.
There's a lot of people named Curtis.
Oh, yeah, that is true, too. Mm-hmm. So we're going to wrap it up. We just don't want you to... What did we call this?
Don't take things out of context.
Yeah, and don't
take things out of context because everybody live their life accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And don't collect red
what
flags.
Works for me don't necessarily works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't collect red flags. When you see men tells you what they want. We just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But when a man don't accept calls at a certain time, y'all better believe he got somebody else there. Because when I call Kwanee, she answer. Mm-hmm. She called me, I answer. I might not answer right then. And I work and I still can answer.
And
she be working too.
Mm-hmm. I'll be busy.
Yeah. So y'all better pay attention to what these people be doing. That's what I call red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And the day is Valentine Day. And then when they say, oh, I was working so I couldn't get you nothing, but I had wanted to get you something. Bitch, if you, excuse me, if you wanted to get me something and I was important, you would have figured it out. Because when I care for somebody, I do what's necessary. That ain't love, y'all. And that ain't caring. That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
You just helped me.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
It is. Because if he came out short, he gonna come out short for something else. And ain't no man that long. So he's supposed to be impressing me. He's gonna come out short again. I can bet you $1 million. He's gonna come out short again. So what the hell am I doing?
When it really counts.
It ain't gonna make a difference whether it really counts.
You
might as well let him go now. You got one red flag. What the hell you need with two? What are you gonna do? Get a collection? What are you collecting red flag stuff?
I'm sure.
You can go to you can go to the dollar store and get collections of red flags. Or Walmart. People that want you in their life do the work.
Yes, they will.
It's work when you're in a relationship. It's work when you're in a marriage. And if you can't do the work, if you're willing to do the work when you're in a relationship and they're not, and you see he coming up short, y'all the red flags. Leave that man alone.
Or woman.
Well, ain't no man looking. I don't know. But anyway.
Move out the way.
Men have the tendency to think that women are
Move out the way. You in the camera.
Are a lot different than them, but they are the one that come up short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 61 years old. I meet more men that live with their mama than I live in my own. So you tell me I got my own shit. Why they ain't got theirs? What's up with that? Something wrong. So coming up short. That's a red flag too, y'all.
Mm-hmm. And you remember I was telling you,
why
I wouldn't date this one guy because he didn't have a washing machine or a dryer, and I got kids and I got a washing machine and dryer, and if something happened in mine, then I know he gonna send me to the laundromat, and I ain't going. So his ass couldn't be with me.
Well, y'all, I can tell y'all something that my husband had told me, and I was already married. And so he said, Cheryl, the dryer had broke. So he put that damn line out there. And he said,
I got clothesline too.
Yeah.
But it's just the point.
No, but listen. He said, Cheryl, he said, so you too good to hang clothes? I said, when I met you, I had a dryer. I ain't hanging no damn clothes out there on my damn line. I don't want my clothes out there. You can hang them out there. I'm not even going out there to get them.
I believe you told him too.
I did tell him. I'm too good for that. I work hard. When you work hard to get what you're gonna get, yes. I'm not going out there to hang out clothes.
Unless I choose to.
It's cold out there.
It's hot. In the cold.
And it's hot. I've done that before, y'all. I've done all that stuff before. If I wanted to do that stuff, I wouldn't have the stuff that I had. So that means that if I got that stuff and you can't help me keep that stuff, something wrong. Mm-hmm. It's a problem. So you want me, and that goes back to what you said.
What I said.
You got to go backwards. So that means
not going backwards.
No, you losing something. I'm not saying it quite like how you said it.
No, say the way you heard it.
You know, but I ain't good at that because I remember parts of it.
Okay.
But you're not equally yoked.
Okay.
They're trying to bring you to their standards. That's a different word. Okay. Different way of looking at it. They're trying to bring you to your standards. So you coming down. Mm-mm. And a person can make you worse than what you already are. And it's not worth that. Because I don't understand that.
Don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand that at all. No. So if you sleeping, and I'm talking about this in a little person, that I'm attracted to.
You talking the devil?
He is the devil. But you done lost everything you had, so you sleeping at your daughter's house. So where the hell I supposed to sleep at your daughter's house too? You ain't gonna do no better. It's a choice. Everything that we do is choices. It is because you got I saw the last night some homeless people and it was white up there by that store there by Wendy's, and I don't know where.
Oh, they took the gas station.
Yeah.
Okay. On Broad Street.
Yeah, and I don't know why they was up there or whatever, but we do know they have homeless shelters and all this kind of stuff, and they do know the coronavirus out here, so they know it's too cold out there, and there was a child out there too. It looks white, but something tell me, but I didn't entertain it because, and the reason I didn't entertain it because I came to something with the coats on my back, and I made provision that I stayed in a shelter so my kids wouldn't do that. Anytime a parent put their child out there, because before I let my child, and I thought about that at that instance, suffer out there in that cold rain, I would give it away. I would.
I was that young?
I know it had to be about 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I would give it away. I was trying to find help for my child. You know, or I would because the only thing that it's going to get is pneumonia, the flu, and a coronavirus, or whatever else, and it's hungry. How can you stand to see your child hungry? So sometimes we have to do what's best for our children, and that's why I believe that if you can't support a child and we find ourselves in a bad situation, you do what you got to do in order to correct it. Because I can never, like I said, when I had my children, I ain't never known no love like that. Man.
You know you're lying, right?
You ain't never heard me. Y'all excuse that. I bet you still ain't got a gift. I bet you still ain't got a gift after y'all heard the phone and I said that. I bet you still, that the one that said that about that gift. I'm sorry. How the hell you gonna tell me you sorry? I ain't important enough for you to do what you need to do. Hell with that. That don't make no sense. But you make a sacrifice for your children. No matter how much you love a child, I could never see my child suffer because I can't do nothing. I'll give him up. I would. Curtis was so goddamn bad. I was trying to sign my rights away from him. Because I know it. I said, apparently, I ain't a good mama for you. I need to get rid of your ass. But he's straightening up, y'all.
They know when to say.
No, I'm
You
just
see,
saying.
my eyes is like.
Well, I'm just telling the truth.
Is that Brandy getting to you?
Huh?
Is that Brandy? Because they ain't supposed to get you. And, you know.
I had a little bit. But I'm just saying. They said that stuff to take it.
Okay, next time we get some vodka.
Truth
But you know, I can't get none today.
Yeah, but
I had that for a while.
But you know, it's a truth serum. But no, that's how I feel. I felt like that. No.
Why you thought you was gonna say it on the line?
No, but I felt like that always. I did. I'm just saying it. Just I just brought it out. I shouldn't have, but you know, I always felt like that. You do that. I mean, it's something you can't handle. You delete it and keep it moving.
But you know what? I would say this: you're not the only one that felt that way. Because I know at a period of time, that one right there, in there, that one right there. Oh, but you know what? I thank God we made it.
But you got to do these things. I know one day, boy, them damn children. I was young, bro. Them children was showing off in that damn house. I said, Lord, I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna call DSS. Tell them come get y'all. They still show off. But they didn't thought I'd pick up the phone. I really called them people. I'm gonna tell y'all what DSS say. That's why we as black people, we need to get our shit together because they don't want us to raise our kids.
What did they tell you?
They said, Miss, we ain't nothing we can do. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, for the damn children in the damn house, I'm for the abandon them.
I ain't know what to say.
But I ain't did nothing but lay on the couch. And I don't know where the hell I'm going. I ain't got nowhere else to go either. So people come out. Only thing they did, they look in the refrigerator, they talk to the children and all this kind of stuff. I guess the children told them they were happy or whatever. I ain't know. They were just making me. Children was abusing me.
How they call abuse you? Because they was
on there making all that goddamn noise and all that shit. Oh, them children was off the chain that day. The woman tell me, she said, I think y'all need help. Help my ass. You left them goddamn children there in that damn house. You should have figured out what was going on. I could have killed them kids. But you know, I didn't. But I'm just saying. The system don't do what they supposed to do. She wouldn't look at my refrigerator. Had the house was clean, food was in, and all this kind of stuff. But what does that fucking got to do with it? But it does kids that it showed in. I thought I was going to abandon, but well, hell, after she left, I could have still abandoned her. They ain't never come back and check again.
Never?
Never.
Even though you said that?
But them children ain't never show off again.
So I guess you taught them.
That's okay. Did you taught them? Me and them children was great. Because them children thought I was crazy.
That's still my mama's children. Lord have mercy.
Them children was great. They thought, listen, them children look at me. I slept so good after that woman left. Them children was in there and I done cook and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know on Saturdays, it was a Saturday too. I always cook treat meat and pork and beans and rice for them.
And my granddad loves some treat and spam.
I love treat and spam meat. I always did that for them every Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Now she's 61 years old, so you know some of you may not know about the treat and spam, but if you go into the canal or with the canned goods, the lunch meat, they're there. My granddad used to like his fried, and then my grandma, she would put it on some rice or.
Well, I did mine with pork and beans and put butter in it with pork and meat.
And so I grew up looking at the treat and the spam.
Oh yeah, but them children they was happy, but them children ain't done nothing else like that no more. We were good. We were good after that.
Who was a white or black lady came up?
Who was a white lady? I didn't give a damn. But I proved my point.
And they ain't never asked you about that when they got. Now she got 3 grown kids, so this happened a long time ago.
What they gonna ask me? They was crazy. Mm-hmm. I said, y'all be quiet. So what?
That trick get you?
I gotta tell you what. I'm gonna get rid of y'all right now. I said, they said they got a system set where they'll come and get the show. I said, I'm gonna call these people. That's the Susan Smith killed all her kids. I tell them, I said, y'all need to come. I said, y'all need to do something. Mm-hmm. And they still
also too, I need you all to know, even though she's saying this and we kind of laughing and joking and stuff, she's giving you a background of some things that she's been through. Mm-hmm. And I'm laughing now because they're adults. But if it was a situation where I felt like they wasn't okay, then I probably would have did something about it. But it's not necessary. But you still need to know about the red flags, because if a person's not going to treat you know what you reminded me? If a person's not going to treat your children right, you remember I said with my last baby daddy,
mm-hmm. you got to do stuff.
You know, I was basically with him because he was good to the kids, but he wasn't man enough for me. But then, like my second husband wasn't good. My second he was good for me, but wasn't good for the kids.
But my second husband was good for my kids, but he wasn't good for me.
And so sometimes you need to find a balance that.
And
the person needs to be good for everybody.
After them children left, the relationship left. But you do what you got.
Why would this relationship leave?
Because he wasn't nothing else for me. It was just children wasn't here. It was over. It was done. He done left me before he
mentally.
Yeah,
he left you mentally.
No, he was over there with Mammy, and he, you know, it wasn't nothing good for me.
Okay,
but it was good for the kids.
Okay,
and that was what I needed. So sometimes we pray for things and we don't pray the right thing.
Okay,
and God gave me that. So
okay.
And that was all I cared about was the kids. Mm-hmm. He came all the way from Pinewood, take them children to school, and I'm laying in that bed and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he take them children to school. He helped them children with their timetable. It was good. Mm-hmm. And I've been working that job 12 hours and stuff, 2 weeks a night, 2 weeks a day. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do nothing without that man.
You know, so there was a need that you had that he fulfilled. Yeah, he was a good father figure, or was he a good?
He was a good father figure. Okay. But I made sure that he was the right man for those kids.
Okay. How did you do that? To make sure that
I left home and come back and check his ass out. You got to look through your windows and stuff. You can be leaving people with your children and don't check out.
That is true.
Yeah, I done that for about 6 months. Mm-hmm. That's right. And I always left Curtis there because Curtis was the oldest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't leave people with your children.
No goodness.
You got to. I told my girls. Mm-hmm. I don't know about nobody else. I told my girls. Somebody touch y'all or whatever.
You let me know.
No, I said if y'all come to me and I ain't hear y'all, call Diane. I got a big Diane and a little Diane. Call them. They'll do the right thing. They called police. I took it out of hands. I gave them an outlet. So that means something's wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give them an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else to call.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I don't know about nobody else. But that's what I did for mine. And I came home and I questioned them because, you know, sometimes people tell you, you know, they say all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but because my personality is so strong, my kids have that personality also. For some reason, they have very they messed up. They have very strong personality. They just like their mama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and the look at strong personalities.
Just like their mama.
Very strong.
Yeah, I ain't mad at them. And they said we go say he do. I don't know about. He said. He went on and he took him out. I mean, I ain't mad at him. Because I taught them to speak
and to think
their
themselves.
Opinion and think for themselves. And sometimes I may not, they didn't do it disrespectful. And I may not like everything they said, but I had to listen because look, children are little people. Little grown people.
Yeah,
just like
I'll say that about my kids. They're little people.
Yeah,
so I listen.
Yeah, and grown people ain't nothing children. I'm serious. Yeah, me and we talking on the phone. I was pouting. He just ain't about to handle. But grown people pout just like children. You know, we just don't recognize it. You know, why you look at me with that face?
My face. I'm thinking.
Oh, serious.
I'm thinking about what you said. I'm interested in what you're saying. I'm thinking about you and you know, we talk about that little situation.
Yeah, but you know, that's just, well, I put it like this. I might not have been the best mother, and I know I made mistakes, but my children turned out good. You got to have tough love for children. Okay, you really do. You know this because you got kids. And my son went to the schoolhouse and tell him that I had abused him. But guess what? You know, I went back to the school. They called me. You know what? Why did y'all call me? You should have called y'all. Wasn't it what I just said?
I got it.
Yes. That's who you should have called. Not me. Because when he got in trouble the day before, who did y'all call? Did you call DSS? Call me. So now, when I discipline him, you got a problem with me. You tell Kurt I'm going to cut his ass when you get at the house. Because I got to work to take care of him. When Kurt's coming to school, he's clean. Everything, he have everything he needs. So what is your problem? So if you got a problem with me, you need to call DSS. Because I'm going to cut his ass. And that's what I did. You know, but now, y'all, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that.
And she talking about many years ago. I think Curtis like 40-something.
Yeah, Curtis 44.
Okay.
You can't do that.
So listen to the perspective.
You can't do that. I mean,
we're talking about like
you got to be strong when you do something like that. Now, if you do something like that now, you're going to jail. So be ready to go to jail. You have to make decisions for yourself because you can be living in a household with children that taking over. Another lady that was down the street locking her bedroom door so her children can't get in. You have to make decisions for yourself. That was the decision that I made for myself. I wasn't going to live like that. So everybody make decisions for themselves. So you may not agree with what I'm saying, but that's y'all. I agree with what I done because guess what? Curtis ain't in nobody jail. He's working. He got his own house. He don't live in. Melinda don't live in my house. Sherelle don't live in my house. Juanita don't live in my house. So guess what? I don't have that burden. I love them. They taking care of themselves. You got to have tough love for your kids. Because if you don't, the police will. And they will take care of them. Mm-hmm. It's a choice. That's why the state chose to tell us how to raise our children. State, nobody ain't gonna tell me how to raise mine. But now that's my opinion. And I would get in trouble because of the way I think and what I would do this day and time. I would be in jail. So if you ain't ready to go in jail, do what I did. Because I
that's afraid to get to you. You should see how your hand moves and stuff. I wish you all could see how passionate she is about what she's saying.
Yeah, but I would be like that regardless. No, I would be like that regardless. That ain't got nothing to do with this.
I know.
No, but that's how I feel about that.
You passionate about it.
You have to. You don't let the state raise your children. You raise them. That's some new birth. Yeah, I'm serious about that. Curtis would rule this house. I mean, damn it, that's so. Now, I mean that. No. Anything you have birthed in this world, you supposed to take care of.
Now, my kids, they know better. Look how they
doing our kids. We think about that, and that's because of those mothers are not strong. I'm strong. I done slapped Curtis in front of the police. But now y'all don't do that.
Yeah, y'all please don't do
this
that. Many years ago that she's talking about. He's 4 years old.
But I'm a bold woman.
Yes, she is too.
Yes.
That I know.
And I handled that. Because they said he stole something. I said, what? The boy had a damn beer in his pants. I said, boy, why you ain't taking the joint out? What do you do something like that for? I thought you stole something out of the alligator. So you know how long ago?
Yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah,
that's a video store.
Girl!
I used to go there and get my videos. Back in the 80s and the 90s.
Don't curse. The police, oh boy, why you ain't up? I said, boy, I ain't taught you to do nothing like that. I bet you what? That boy, you know, Curtis knew I could deal with that bullshit.
They know who to play with now. What's that? Kids always know who they can play with.
Yeah,
who they
can't. But I didn't, and I had to pray and ask God to help me, because when men, these children, boys, children, no, they tell them what they're gonna do, and they do it. A woman, when they punish, they go sneak and do different things. You can't be like that when you ain't got no man in the house.
You can't put every man in your house just because you are
no, you can't.
You can't have every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
But you know that from the start.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's why I make sure that I clarify what I say. That's where I make sure, because I don't want nobody to say, well, somebody said this and said that. No, it takes prayer. That took prayer. I had to pray and ask God to help me be like a man to raise that boy. Because I couldn't raise Curtis by myself. Curtis was off. Dang, Curtis went away with circus. Not the fair.
Wait a minute. Please. What did
you say? Fair.
He ran away with the fair. They took him.
Yeah, they took him. He was all in Florida.
Where was he?
In Florence with the fair.
I never know nobody with the fair.
Nigga crying.
Are you for real?
For real, my ass. I tell you the truth. You went with the fair. Went with the fair, sleeping up under the
He knew he was running away with him or not.
He just fell asleep with some other children. Jesus.
He want to play games all day and go for a ride, a joy ride.
I'm gonna tell y'all how society is.
Oh goodness.
Curtis went and get some weed. Called me at work. The girls called me at work.
Lord have mercy. You know you're alive, right?
I don't care. I don't care no more.
Okay. Oh God.
Curtis get me put up on the house. I get off work, call the police. Police tell me it could be mine as well as his. Curtis ain't know this now that it scared him so bad he ain't never done that shit again. He would run down the road with that bag of weed before I got home. Cause he know I crazy. Girl! And that's what it took to get a man to what I got. And I'm crying because this is true.
I'm looking at you crying.
Yes, Lord. I just
wish you could see all of what's going on behind the scenes.
Thank God that God saved that child. If I wasn't like that, I'd have had a thug. Piece of shit. I'm telling you, y'all better raise them children. And, whoo, that boy wasn't no damn joke, boy. I'm telling you, I had to take him out of one school, take him to another school, because he was doing the wrong thing. Had to send him away from home, had to get 2 jobs. Boy, the stuff that you have to do to raise children is unnatural. And that's why we as mothers shouldn't allow nobody to tell us how to raise our children if it ain't right. We have to do this ourselves. And we have piece of shit. Pure piece of shit. Ain't fit for that. Yeah, I got a school teacher and a registered nurse. Curtis worked with in the factory, but he been a supervisor and all kind of stuff. He got medical problems and stuff, but he ain't in my house. I can take that. And they ain't at my job because it ain't make no sense for them to be in the factory like I'm in the factory. I work that job for them not to be there. So everybody make their own choices. That was my choice to raise my kids. Oh, I didn't intend to get this deep. Everybody, let me get your ass off that thing.
Well, she always tell me I got to go. It is 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. We've been having a good time on this Valentine's Day. Don't catch red flags.
That stuff I ain't never tell you. I enjoyed it.
I told you this was gonna be good for you.
It was really nice.
Ever since January, I said it's gonna be good for you, Cheryl.
It was really nice.
Didn't I say it?
It was good. It was good.
See,
I enjoyed that.
And
y'all don't do the things I done. We just talking like we here at my house.
Cause we are at your house.
When you do things, it's consequences.
Yes, it is.
And you got to be ready for it. God give me the strength to do the things that I've done. Because I had brothers that was on drugs and all kind of stuff, and I refused to raise kids like that. I knew what I wanted. So, we make decisions. And if we don't make decisions as,
oh Lord, is that the devil? You see how quick she got herself up? Lord have mercy. When the devil calls. Lord have mercy. I can hear him from over here. Y'all gonna have to cancel this live because they get ready to get deep in here. And I'm gonna go and mind my own business. But as always, make sure you follow Aunt Mary's Niece. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Bye-bye.